morning, everybody. Did you just yep?
Yep.
Yep.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
I think that was
That's
a
me.
command.
Oh. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Before people start panicking on the chat and everything else, Rizz is just taking the day off because it was his birthday yesterday. His actual
he died.
birthday. Yes.
Yeah,
Old age. 47.
That was it.
Too many meatballs.
An acute case of too many meatballs.
Super cute case.
Now, he said he was going to, is it tie one on or tie one off? What
Tie one on.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Depends where
Tie one on.
nation.
What is
tie
that?
one off is heroin or autoerotic asphyxiation. Tie one on is
Both
just
dangerous.
having a good
Tie one on.
Definitely tie one
all a good time in their own right. The fallout tends to be a little less from tying one on, so we did that.
On Friday, after we were, devouring the charcuterie board that you missed.
I did see it.
From the Lou Charcuterie, and then some of the other snacks and different things that were here.
He didn't give us a single cannoli.
He didn't give us
didn't.
a cannoli?
That sounds like a Rizz birthday.
He gave us one of the rainbow cookies.
He gave us a rainbow cookie, but there was I think there was 8 cannolis in there. I cannolied him up, and the true Italian took over, dude. He didn't even take them out of the little
He knows what's up.
Vitali's carrying case. So I hope his family enjoyed those cannolis because I was thinking about them
You definitely
when I
missed
left
some.
the building.
You definitely missed some of the best snacks and food.
Oh, I saw. I was at the lake and I was like, the boys are eating well.
I
love this.
It was real nice. But right before he left, I said, tie one on or tie one off. And he said, which one is it? And what does that mean? And I said, I think it means have a good time, and I have no idea what its origins are. Does anybody know what that
I
what is
believe
it?
tie one on was
Let's see.
they tied a bell to you because you'd get so drunk you'd wander off. I think that I've looked this up before because I had the same thought. I had a book that had the origin of idioms. That was really interesting, like the whole 9 yards and things like that. And I want to say tie one on means to get drunk. Let's look it up.
That's a great coffee table book. Even though we have it on our phone now, and everything's easy to look up. It would be a nice coffee table book of.
One theory is that it evolved from the phrase hang one on, which refers to the hangover experience.
Hang one on.
Cowboy Wild West origin. Cowboys tying their horses to a post outside a saloon to go drink.
Nice.
That's weak. That's a weak connection to me.
Anybody know what he did for his birthday? Anybody check in on him?
I texted him yesterday and said, happy birthday. And then he was like, enjoy your last few days at the lake. And it was one of those weird moments where I know he wouldn't care about this detail, but I had been home since Friday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not at the lake anymore.
Yeah, you just left it.
Yeah.
I just left it
Just
open.
let it be.
Yeah.
That was nice of you because I forgot.
You forgot to text him? He's not. He doesn't care.
But then I thought, were they partying? And did I not get the invite because he thought that I was still at the lake?
No. Well, I mean, I didn't.
Yeah,
get
we
an
did have a
invite.
good time.
I said, happy birthday. Be sure and tie one off on.
Tie one off on.
Yeah, and he put, thanks, tying one off right now. So he did the wrong one as well.
Uh-oh.
And it was a picture of him and his brother.
Or he did the right one, according to Rafe.
What, tie one off?
Yeah.
Oh, is Bros in town?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he went to New York suddenly just for a last minute
Little day trip?
a little day trip. So how was your week trip? You were down there for an entire week, right?
I was there Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday, Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri.
Yeah. Right.
Paint the picture.
Paint the picture. Right as we get into town, the brain-eating amoeba news starts just going out across the water. So therefore, I was like, I'm not getting in that water.
Oh, no. You weren't anyway.
No, I mean, I did get in. I did not go under. We luckily had a pool, which was honestly all the Airbnbs and VRBOs that we have had for this vacation, because we've been doing our vacations at the lake for 10 years, Tim's family. We've never had a pool. And honestly, that's the way to go. I'm talking about a private pool that you don't have to deal with anybody.
The heck was
And
that?
that was the good idea. That was the good sound
pool.
effect. A pool, an epiphany sound effect. Yeah, we just all those VRBOs always get souped up pretty fast because I imagine everybody wants a private pool and the lake because we're all elitists, and so we've somehow got it. New build. This house had every amenity. This massive kitchen. I mean, it was a mansion. We have 9 people staying there.
Dang.
And it was pretty sweet.
So this is Lern? and her in-laws at the lake house.
Yeah.
With a pool. What was plan? What was the plan for day one?
Get in town, eat. Like, we all bring food, craft a couple of cocktails, you know, because Tim and I, we did tie one on. We tied one on. And my brother-in-law actually broke his little diet that he's always on, and he had a cocktail or two with us, which is really nice. Because I miss drinking with my brother-in-law because he's fun when he has a couple of sips. Not trying to promote being alcoholics or anything, but he loosens up. He's a very stiff. The Elwells are. They're
can't
tight.
imagine.
We're tight people. Okay?
They're all like that?
Yeah, they're all like that. Like, if you know my husband, he's a very good person, but he's just real, like, you got to loosen him up. You can't be, like, I'm real loose. They're tight people. So I enjoy whenever they can loosen it up. Anyway, that was the first night. And then, you know, not trying to get murdered by my nephews because they're, like, still wanting to climb all over us, and they're big. You know, my nephew's, like, 10 now. And
Oh, dang. Okay,
Yeah.
so how many kids are in the house?
there's technically three kids in the house. My oldest nephew's 18 now, and my niece is 16, and my youngest, is 10.
Does the family do everything together, or are these 4 or 5 day vacations like kind of like do your own thing on this day and this day? We'll meet up for dinner on Wednesday.
It's everybody together.
Okay.
It's very much like, what do you want to do? You know, we played a game that first night that the kids really enjoyed, and second day was about pontooning and going out on the tube, and
So renting a pontoon.
renting a pontoon,
And
which
a
is
tube.
excellent. Yeah.
And this is after the brain-eating amoeba story is
Yes.
out?
Ooh.
And I made sure to tell everyone. Because here's me. I'm on my phone looking at news, okay? They're not. And I would feel terrible if I knew that headline and did not say anything because, God forbid, one of them contract it. Because the guy got it water skiing,
Right.
and it was up his nose. So I just wanted to tell my family to be safe. I was like, hey, man, be careful, plug your nose if you're going under. And I'm grateful I did because they're all good.
That was an interesting part of that story, is that
Yeah.
you can't contract it from drinking the water.
Right.
It's not really going to like seep in your mouth or ears. It's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
a blast up the nose.
Yeah.
So it's the water skiing. It's the tubing.
It's the tubing.
But did somebody in the family go, I'm going to play the stats?
Oh, of course they did.
There's
Yeah.
a billion of us out here.
They all rolled their eyes directly in the back of their head and are like, she's a psychopath, which is fine because I'll take it.
All right.
You
So
did your part.
I did my part.
You said some curse words, you said.
I did. I cussed in front of my family.
you did? That was a plan. That you weren't
wow.
sure how that was going to go.
Every year, I try to cuss more in front of Tim's family so
Wow.
they understand me better. And also, the kids are getting older.
Congratulations on a closer step to the more authentic you.
Thank you so
That's
much.
pretty cool.
It was cool. You know, still haven't said the F word, but there's still time.
Well,
Oh,
there's
were
always
you,
next
What were you
link.
dropping? H's?
I was dropping some
S's?
A's, some
Some
S's
A's.
and A's,
You
and
went
some
big
B.
time.
I did say somebody called me an effing B in a comment before I
What?
left for vacation. So because my sister-in-law, she was talking about getting bad feedback. They hosted an event and they asked the participants of the event feedback, and they got like a really crappy critique email of the event. And she's like, "How do you deal with people criticizing you all the time?" And I'm like, "Oh, you mean like getting called an effing B for posting a station video?" And I guess I'm an effing, and they're like, "What?" Like they couldn't get over the fact that people are such a-holes.
They're so nice.
Yeah.
So you dropped the F-bomb.
No, I didn't say. I said effing B.
Oh, well, that doesn't count. Okay, so you cursed in front of them. That's something.
big deal.
You made somebody, quote, drop their little diet.
Yeah, we had an impact on my brother-in-law.
All right, so he
Yeah.
broke edge for you. You did not get in the water.
I did get in the water, but like from rib cage up was not in the water.
But you got in the lake water.
Yeah, I got in the lake water.
Yay.
I poisoned my legs, you know. I met a really cool guy named Robert who lived next door.
What's he doing in the water?
What's he?
Bob.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yes, and so he had the good tunes. He was pumping out classic rock jam. So I was at the pool. Robert has a pontoon, lake liver, dude, like lake for life. Loved him. He's like, "Hey, you want
Can I
me to
ask,
turn it up?"
lives at the lake liver, or like drinks?
Probably
like he lives
both.
at the lake and has a good lake liver.
Has both,
'Cause
probably.
that should be a Rizz Show term.
Lake
I'm
liver?
like, hey, bro,
Dude.
I've been drinking so long, I got that lake liver.
Robert, the
It
neighbor,
don't even affect me.
was the coolest dude ever. Total Hoosier. My people. He was like pumping the jams off of his pontoon, and I was like, "Dude, you got good jams." And he's like, "You want me to turn it up?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Turn it up
Are you
some.
serious?
Yeah.
So he cranked out this like deck speaker that was loud as hell. My father-in-law comes out and is like, And I'm like, just go with it. His name is Robert. Like, we're gonna just pump his tunes. And I mean, I was like, he had the best jams from Van Halen to Steely Dan to ZZ Top. I was like, this is it. You know, my family would rather not have anything on music wise, and we'll silently talk to each other. Robert was DTS. He was down to sound, and it was. God bless him.
Nice.
And then there was a bachelor party to the other house next to us.
Oh my goodness.
Which was excellent.
You were in heavenly sandwich.
I was sandwiched between all the lakemen, and I was like, this
The lakemen.
is my way to
band.
family vacation. Thank you.
Nice work.
Yeah. Tim was like, you know, my sister-in-law is gorgeous, and so my niece is beautiful. And like, we're all just walking out there, you know, we're trying to like make sure my 16-year-old niece is not getting looked at by the weird men. And then we're out there, and I have one pieces on because this is just who I am now. And Tim's like, hey, honey, like he's like making sure, like whenever we're laying out, like he's like, hey, like, do you need another beer? And like flexing for the men. So I'm like, what?
Nice.
It was good
That is
times.
awesome.
All right. So all that. What'd you do the rest of the day? Thursday, Friday?
Honestly,
That was Wednesday. That was just
that
Wednesday.
was just Wednesday.
Yelling
I mean,
from the deck.
I don't know. What did we do? Like Thursday, we ordered some pizza. We carried in meal. You know, we just tried to eat all the food in the house. We had a Google spreadsheet of all the stuff. We just tried to eat everything.
Nobody's hurt.
Of who brought
Nobody got hurt
what
from
and who
Tuesday.
ate whose.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds more like a Rizz thing. That sounds like a Rizz vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I brought all the good food. Huge family-sized bag of Doritos. Like, because these kids, they eat so healthy because their parents are on this very strict diet. These kids look forward to Aunt Lauren coming in town with her Doritos and her charcuterie board and her nasty chocolate, like all the stuff.
Oh yeah, they're healthy eaters, right?
They are. They eat really healthy. And I eat healthy too, but dude, it's vacation and you got to get turned.
Yeah, man.
So-
There's a new Dorito out there.
What do you mean?
Keep your eyes peeled.
Healthy
What?
Dorito?
No,
What do you
Oh.
need?
Late night taco Doritos.
Stop
That's
this.
the flavor?
Some. Oh, dude, they're good.
You've
What do they
already
taste like?
had them.
Jack in the Box tacos
Yeah,
or something?
dude. I don't. I know. It's just like a new flavor, and it's like almost like Cool Ranch and Taco had a baby, and it's late night. It just says late night taco Doritos. I don't know what the spice concoction is, but I was like, I'll give these a whirl. I bet they're gross, and I was way wrong. They were not gross. They were real good.
I'm into that.
You said the kids have a bit of an issue with like listening or eating things. They have some sort of strict
like
diet?
they'll go ham if you give them a bag of chips. Yeah.
I read, let me find this thing. I read somewhere that parents, if they use a certain accent, they can have their kids be more obedient. Here it is. Check this out. Ever wish your kids would actually listen when you actually want them to do something? You got to share this with your in-laws.
I will.
According to a study, the secret might be in your accent, specifically a British one. Researchers looked at 600 families, half in the U.S., half in the U.K., and tested how kids aged 18 months to 6 years responded to different accents using a now-defunct app called Little Clever. And the results are kids are way more likely to pay attention and obey when instructions came from a woman with a British accent. 70% of American kids and a whopping 95% of British kids perked up and listened to a classic British lilt. That is full-on Mary Poppins.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Parents agreed, too. A British accent just sounds more authoritative. Even when it came to compliments, kids clapped their hands and smiled more when praised in a British accent. Think Mary Poppins, but even with more magic with even more magic for wrangling little ones. So if you're tired of repeating yourself, maybe channel your inner British nanny and start screaming at them in a British accent.
Well, it depends on which British accent.
Cockney, right?
Yeah, you can't be like, get in there, clear your room.
Yeah, Mick Jagger's not going to get it done.
Get in there, clear your room.
I don't know, man.
Like, Mom's having a stroke, call 911.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do it out
It
of
has
pity.
to be the upper. It has to be the Mary Poppins.
Something's
Yes,
wrong
the
with
Queen. The way the Queen
Spoonful
speaks.
of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Dad. Something is wrong with
And if
Dad.
you really want them to snap to, go German.
Oh,
'Cause that-
jeez.
Oh,
There's
Or
still
Russian.
a little. You will be cleaning the room. I will sick the dogs on you.
Oh, man.
yeah.
Do
gotta
that
be
part of the
careful.
study.
Oh, dude.
So I guess the Brits are really well-behaved people then.
I guess so. I guess so.
I think they're quite naughty.
I thought
I mean,
Randy.
if you look at the
I buy cocaine.
Randy and naughty,
My cocaine. will
Randy
keep you
not-
in your room.
yeah,
awesome.
Well, this is it for summer as far as kids go. My kids are back in school. Everybody I know's kids
As
are
of
back
today,
in school.
or last
dude.
as of today. Last week it was probably, I don't know, what do you say, a quarter of the districts in the area seemed to go back to school.
They're back.
I think today is.
I went
is the
over.
rest of it.
I went and gave a 16-year-old boy a car
oh yeah.
in O'Fallon. It was great. Big, and also like shout out to Evan Husky, Frank Lita Acura, and Jim Olive, and everyone at Frank Lita Acura. They hooked me up and they helped me find a car. It was good for this kid. I got in the St. Louis starter kit, South City starter kit, 2015 Altima.
Yes. Oh, he wanted an Ultima too.
That's,
Oh,
that's not
yeah,
a starter
dude.
kit. That's
Those
up.
are in now.
A Civic is a starter. kit.
2015 flat bill cap and Monster Energy drink sold separately. But he was pumped, but he lives across from the high school that he goes to. So the school is right across the street. Mm-hmm. His mom drove him away. I put the car in the driveway. I put a bow on it.
Big bow?
I put on a gold jacket, big bow.
Gold jacket.
How big bow?
I put on-
Basketball, or are we talking cars?
Like
Car
car
size bow?
commercial.
You
Car
get
commercial
real?
bow.
Where'd you get that?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
You can buy
And-
it. I
and
thought you had to
Frank
rent
Big
those.
bow.
Frank Lita will offer to give me one to take, which was nice. But I was like, I
You gotta
already ordered
return it?
one. Yeah, you got to return it. But
How
they
much
got
is
like a
it?
big dog.
$50.
No, it wasn't. It was only like $15 on Amazon.
Really?
You're
Not
kidding.
bad
me.
at all.
You are kidding me.
I mean, it's a one use.
What are you
Wasn't
supposed
holding together very
yeah,
well.
what are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
You put it in the trash can?
I'm going to save this for the next car.
When you buy your house, put it on your house.
Do you stuff it in the trash
Yeah.
can? Seriously?
I left it with them. I don't know what they did with it.
Here,
But
you throw this away.
Recycle this.
so the band is out in front of the school. Like all the band kids are out there putting their drums on. Like school's already rocking, dude. Tuba's on.
Yeah.
Cross country, including his girlfriend, running
Ow!
across the street, warming up, stretching. So his whole school's outside.
Looks like the movie Juno.
Yeah.
Pulls away. He leaves. I pull up. I back the car into the driveway. Put the bow on it. I put on a metallic gold jacket, and then I have a
Gold
second
jacket.
metallic
Bob Barker.
gold jacket. And I text his mom. I'm like, bring him back. And when he comes back, they pull in front of the whole school, and I'm like, your daddy's here with your gold driving jacket. And then I put the gold jacket on him, and then I made him do a 15-minute photo shoot with the car.
Amazing.
Nice. In
And
front
I
of
said-
everyone.
I go, hey, Frank Lita gave me a great deal, and I promised a lot of social media, so get on here. And we were like on the hood of the car, hanging out the window, and it was funny to like watch the teen.
He's like, oh my God.
Oh,
all
he was
this.
mortified.
Yeah.
He was totally mortified, and it was so funny. It was so fun for me. Because I was like, man, school is bad. I just like forgotten what that's like to have to do stuff in front of your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could just tell he's like, I go, all right, now let's do one with our butt out. And he goes, please don't make me put my butt out. And I go, buddy,
You want this car or
you
not?
want this car or
Yeah,
not?
exactly.
Yeah.
I get that teenage butt in the air. And but he was a good sport about it. He's a good kid. And we had a lot of fun. And then but it was fun. You know, when teenagers are trying to hold in their excitement? Mm-hmm. He's like, this is mine? That's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
You can break
it's
down, buddy.
Ultima?
yeah. And he was sweet. He gave me a hug. And he was real cool about it, but he was just like trying so hard to play it cool for everybody else.
Yeah.
But then we drove to Texas Roadhouse. And I let him drive up there, and then the whole way up there, he was like, I'm having a hard day. He goes, I'm just going to keep saying thank you because I'm having a real hard time processing my emotions right now. I go, okay, well, that's very emotionally intelligent of you to say
That's
that.
nice.
That's great. But it was... So school's fully rocking, dude. It's back in. There's already consequences to all your actions. Day one. I forgot what that's like. You know,
Yeah.
just to be in school and every move you make could be a career ender.
Yes, it could be a career ender. There are consequences to your decisions, especially if you're stressed out about school, like this middle school teacher in Spring Hill, Florida, who's facing charges after he apparently got drunk between classes, first week of school, then crashed his car into a fence in the school's parking lot.
You got to ease into the school year.
Yeah, but he did
What's
not ease it.
Driving.
Campus
Car in the middle
police
of the day.
officer found the 32-year-old English teacher passed out behind the wheel with his car still in gear.
Come on, man.
It happened around 11:45 in the morning. There's only like 3 classes before 11:45 in the
Right.
morning.
He's like, how can I teach Hemingway if I don't live Hemingway?
Second day of the school year. They thought it was some kind of medical issue at first. Then they saw a bunch of single-serving alcohol bottles in his car next to him. He refused to have his blood tested at the hospital, but a cop noted that he smelled like alcohol. The cops posted about it on Facebook. Several people left comments saying they were shocked because this guy is an excellent teacher and the kids love him. They charged him with DUI. He also has a DUI back in 2014. So, dude, I hope it all works out because, in my opinion, there's no bigger hero on this planet than a middle school teacher.
I thought you were going to say a drunk driver.
Dude, I don't want to go into a middle school for anything. It was the worst time of my life. I just don't. It's the gauntlet. You know, we just had another kid going to high school, and over the summer, I probably said 30 times, like, congratulations, you survived the gauntlet.
Yeah.
It's all good now. You're going to have an interesting 4 years here coming up. There's going to be dark times, there's going to be bad times, whatever, but ain't nothing.
That's life.
Yeah, it's
compared
the worst.
to middle school.
Middle school is the super max.
It is.
Where you learn how to survive in the yard, and then high school is like you got transferred to a medium security prison. You're like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah, you know how some countries have
this is cool. There's a tennis court here. This is cool.
Mandatory service. You know, mandatory whatever. I feel like that's mandatory service.
I almost feel like that should be
right now.
Yeah, instead of maybe that should be like probation for certain crimes in societies. You just have to go do 1 year of junior high again.
Hey, that's a
You got to go back to 6th grade.
Oh my gosh. Woo! Yeah, 6th grade is.
They're going to have something to say about your shoes and your outfit. I can promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were wrapping up the summer, and I was asking the kids, doing the survey, the parental survey, like, hey, guys, what was your favorite part of the summer? Did you have any particular memories or favorite places that you went? Did you ever do that? Did you ever, kind of take inventory of your summers right before you went to school and kind of, thought, oh, man, this was a cool summer?
Yeah, what did I do this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
This year I did by accident. And you're like, whoa, it's actually been a really productive summer.
It's been crazy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if it's been long or short. I haven't decided.
Yeah.
Because it kind of feels long.
Oh, really? Oh, no, extra short.
You feel extra short? Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking back, I'm going damn, had a lot going on.
Any favorite things that you did? Favorite activities? As I have an entire list. They asked kids, American kids, what they did over the summer and what their favorite thing to do. A lot of this is all summer camp stuff because you ask a certain age group and they're going to remember the things that happened at summer camp and not all the cool stuff that you did for them because that doesn't count, of course.
Yeah.
So, any particular favorite activities?
From high school days, or
Sure,
school days?
in the summer. What do you think kids said?
I would say, I don't know, because I guess going to a big body of water, either a lake or the ocean, that'd be a top one, I'm sure. Boating around.
Swimming is number one. Every single year, swimming ends up being the favorite summer camp or favorite summer activity. Over 15% of kids almost every summer say swimming, number one. Number two, dude, I always did this, and we ground this into our kids thinking that they loved it until they just complained every single year, like, oh, God, do we have to go hiking? Hiking again, Dad? They just...
You love hiking.
Or just walking
Clark Griswold.
But
you love hiking. No, Daddy, you love hiking.
But they would always say, oh, yeah, we loved going to this park or this place or this. But then I guess it's not.
They lied.
But number two on this one is hiking. Number three is arts and crafts. I wasn't into that when I was a kid.
Dude, still am.
Yep. I will craft all summer.
I painted yesterday.
Me
it was
too.
Way too fun. Really?
Did you? What did you paint?
Well, it's it's going to be a gift for one of my family members.
Oh, that's
I'll say
awesome.
off air because she'll know.
She'll know. Okay.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
wonderful.
But I'm pretty excited.
Number four, horseback riding. Anybody been horseback riding this summer?
No.
No. Well,
I'm still trying to make weight for that.
when did I? No, that was the last.
Have you tried before and they said no?
Yeah, I've been too fat to horseback ride before.
No.
That's
way.
ridiculous.
Clydesdale,
You
baby.
haven't
I know,
found
I
the
asked him.
stallion that you need.
I asked Budweiser when we saw the Clydesdale at Hot Shots. I was like, you ride these things?
Clydesdale. Those are giant.
Yeah.
I want to see. Okay.
That's what I need,
You're
dude.
the size of a Clydesdale leg. You should
Yeah.
be able to climb atop.
They said you couldn't get on a Clydesdale?
Not that specific one, but they said you can ride them.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, dude.
Someone emailed in, and I saved it on my bucket list item. Somebody's got a ranch out in about an hour out of town, and they're like, we got horses you can ride. Get out here.
We used to have some quarter
I'm going to
horses.
take you up on it. I'm getting close.
Yeah. What's the guy from Bonanza with the tall hat? Wasn't he
Abe Lincoln.
Hoss.
Haas? Wasn't he a big size fella? And
Yeah, well,
But Hollywood's big
You
problem.
didn't have to go there, but that's fine.
No, I'm saying if he could ride a horse, I think
You didn't have to go
fine.
for the nickname everyone gives the fat
Hoss?
guy that they know. Hey, Hoss.
I was just saying if he could ride him,
Thank you,
can.
Red.
Hey, you're welcome.
Red and Hoss, welcome.
Red and Hoss. Hoss and Red.
Howdy.
Number
New
5.
podcast.
Number 5
Trademark,
from the
trademark.
kids was team sports, then archery, then my favorite,
Archery?
capture the flag. Dude, every single year if we
Oh,
if we
Yeah.
capture
What
the
year
flag.
is this? 81?
Oh, dude, that was the greatest game
Yeah.
ever made. You could
The
do
best-
that
I've not
for
played it
4 or
for
5
so
hours.
Was up in Shelby. I'm going to talk about that again. But we would do it right around, once it got dark, so it'd be like 10:30 at night. We'd all meet up, and there's no fences really anywhere in that section of town we'd meet up at. And you could hide in everyone's backyard. I don't know, it was the most complex, most fun version of that. And it'd be like 50 kids out there playing, and it was so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, you do some park-wide,
Yeah.
neighborhood-wide capture the flag back in the day. It was just like ants scattering around at dusk. Like, oh my gosh, it was the most
Yeah.
fun thing
Yeah.
ever.
Haven't done it in like 30 years.
Do kids do that anymore? Or do they feel like you can't? I mean, you can't go through people's yards without getting
I know.
threatened.
You can. I don't know if they're, it probably depends on your neighborhood, but I know there's a lot of angry people out there nowadays.
Yeah.
Number 8 was canoeing or kayaking. Number 9 was performing arts or putting on a play. Number 10 was fishing. Most hated activities were also arts and craft, hiking, team sports, swimming, and a 4-way tie between fishing, rock climbing, capture the flag, and performing art stuff. So it's the 11.
I like that-
you hate it.
People are hating swimming.
Check this out. Is this overkill or is this genius? A mom in Michigan, her name is Samantha Bird, is getting a lot of attention for charging her 3 kids rent. Her kids are aged 7, 9, and 10. And she charges them rent. Each child gets a $6 weekly allowance, and out of that, they set aside $1 for rent, $1 for groceries, and $1 for utilities each month. So $3 total.
Oh, that's fun.
In kids' terms, that covers their room, the lights, the heat, and the Wi-Fi. And it works out to about 12.5% of their income, which is honestly not that bad of a budgeting lesson. Samantha walks them through real life, basically, and how this is all working. And they use an envelope method. Cash goes into labeled envelopes. And at the end of the month, mom and dad send a little bill for their mock expenses. And the boys keep workbooks to log what comes in, what goes out, and when it's due.
These poor kids.
It's training wheels for money.
Well, for sure. They'll be better off financially, but mentally
Yeah.
they're going to be a mess. You know, they're going to get into a relationship one day and, wait a minute, you don't have an Excel spreadsheet for how much this light costs all month? Like, it's just going to be a mess.
You think this is the oversteering? Because she says that she didn't get any financial education growing up, and the
Well,
real
no.
world hit hard.
None of us did. I mean, if you did, you were extremely lucky. Like, if your parents or grandparents or somebody in your family took you aside and was like, hey, bud, save your money and, like, here's how to balance a checkbook, you are lucky. No one.
We had a high school class for that, and I've talked about that on here. Most useful
That's
class I ever
Should
had.
be a standard.
See, that is
Should
awesome.
be a
Wilma
standard.
Westerfield was the closest thing to preparation for the real world I ever had. Balance a checkbook, iron a shirt, how to cook casserole, sew a button on,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
I still don't know how to sew a
And
damn
I
button
still
on.
do all of that myself. Like if a button comes off a shirt, I sew it back on myself.
So it was a home
Came in
ec,
real handy in the Army.
it was a home ec class, but they did financial
Called
stuff?
Adult Living.
Good God.
That is
Like,
awesome.
why
Why is
do
that
we
not
not have
standard?
There was one called
Right.
Consumer Education too, Con Ed.
This was an elective, or was this a standard that
Con Ed
you
you
had
had to take.
That's
At my
great.
high school, Adult Living was an elective, and it was the best elective I ever took. It was so useful for all the real world stuff. Showed you how to do a load of laundry. Showed you how to, you literally one day in class, you just load a washer, how to put soap in, how to put the, and you'd be surprised. I had been doing that at home, but like so many kids had never done a load of laundry.
Yeah.
And then you're out on your own. You're in college, and then your clothes are stinking
Yeah.
because your mom did everything for you.
Yeah.
It's useful, and I remember it is a scary thing, dude. Because like I don't know if it's just probably just because we grew up without money. Neither of my parents went to college, so I remember like there's a moment in your life as an adult where you realize you get to a point where like your life experience has now exceeded your parents in some, maybe not totally because you don't have kids or whatever like that, but
Right.
like there are certain things where I'm like, oh, my parents never did this. They have no idea. My parents didn't have any clue how to fill out a FAFSA.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like, I have to do a FAFSA. They're like, what's a FAFSA? I go financial aid, like to go to college, and they're like, okay,
You're on your own.
good luck.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So I had to go figure it out myself, you know. And like my mom tried to help me, but they didn't really know the right thing to do. And I just remember being like, oh, I'm 18 and I've gone further into the woods than my parents have gone in some capacities. And like, that's kind of not a scary moment, but it is it's an eye-opening moment in your life when you're like, oh, I wasn't ready to be leading the charge yet in this area of this financial area.
What do you think people said online to this viral video?
They hate it.
Yeah, they have to hate it.
I would imagine everyone had good things to say.
Yeah. People are
pretty reliable with that.
People are pretty against her. And then
teaching kids lessons.
Financial pros weighed in after it went viral. What do you think the financial pros said?
This is great.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
actually,
is great.
most of them said that
Good.
she's actually right on time. One advisor praised it as simple, effective, and exactly what kind of hands-on practice makes kids curious about money. This all comes from experience, too. Samantha and her husband once dug themselves out of $40,000 in debt, and as the boys get older, she plans to layer in more advanced topics like credit and taxes. So, whether you try it at home or not, the goal is clear. Give kids real-world money skills before there's a credit score on the line. And if you're still waiting for parallelograms to change your budget, same. Dude, I remember, like, I obviously had a kid in high school, so I kind of jumped the gun on a lot of stuff. But I didn't know anything about credit. I didn't know how anything worked.
I know. Interest.
Dude, none of it.
I know.
Zero. And
Why are we learning parallelograms and geometry unless you have? That's what you should be learning in secondary education when you are becoming an engineer and you know that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody should know about paying bills, interest on loans, 401k, matching it,
100%.
all that crap.
Well, the same with swimming. You always hear of we were at the lake, and then a week after we got back last week, a kid drowned out there, and it's super easy to navigate the water, and it's super, you can get out of any situation if you just know how to swim. And I'm just shocked that our world is mainly water, hardly any land. And yet it's not mandatory that every human knows how to swim.
It's so funny you say that because my mother, if she is a promoter of anything, it's mandatory swimming lessons.
Yeah, what the heck?
Right.
Why is that not taught across the globe?
Your mom was supposed to give me swimming lessons.
Yeah, like she is still doing it. Like I wouldn't even say for money on the side because I don't think she's ever charged anybody. But she's always been open to giving swimming lessons.
I'm a terrible swimmer.
If she hears that somebody's a bad swimmer, she will say, "Oh, then I'll meet you here, blah blah blah, and I'll teach you how to swim." She's taught all my kids how to swim at young ages. Like she's obsessed with it because she's like, human beings should know how to swim, and it's not that hard to learn if you have a professional teaching you.
I could doggy paddle. I can kind of survive, but at a certain point, it's just the body's going to give way and I'm going to die.
Can you float on your back?
I can float on my back. I'm an otter.
See, that's a win.
Heart.
If you could do that,
But-
you're surviving no matter what. If it pulls you way out to sea, you're fine. You're just
I
floating
like
around.
filling my belly with air and just like having Winnie the Pooh flotational device.
Dude, my mom, born
Sharks
and
love
raised
that.
in St. Louis, never lived anywhere but St. Louis. For some reason, had me, growing up thinking that every one of us should know that if we're trapped in the middle of the ocean floating there, we should know how to survive it.
That's why I'm never in the middle of the
It
ocean.
was like
Can
a
I just
standard.
I
say?
agree with your
It
mom.
was like a standard, dude. Like, do you know how to make a life vest out of your jeans? I do.
God bless it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
This is a shower thought. This is a very over the weekend, but I was like, what? What if Earth is just like an aquarium, dude? It's 70% water. It's like a turtle aquarium. You know, when you put the land for the turtles to climb. We're just a big aquarium that some giant celestial being is like, check out my Earth aquarium, man. It's coming along,
Look at these
dude.
people
And
losing
it's
their
like,
damn minds.
Then I was like, what if you came home one day and your fish just like had a little water helmet on and was floating just like right above the aquarium, and you're like,
Oh, no.
that's our space travel, right? We think we've gone so far out into space, and your fish is barely even out of the aquarium in the living room of the celestial house.
Yes.
That's us, man. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like sea
That's
monkeys.
deep.
We're fish, man. Learn to swim, dude.
Learn money,
Amen.
learn how to drive, learn how to swim.
Yep.
Everything's cheese.
And
after
one
that.
day we'll all get out of the aquarium, man.
Yeah, man, like an octopus.
Oh
cool.
gosh, I wonder what this lady's kids' names are, because apparently
Show us the Epstein list.
there is a.
Please just release it so we can all move on with our
I did.
lives.
I tried to get through Monday without. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing the Lord's work.
Well, If you want your son to be a CEO, there is a new study that reveals the most powerful male name in corporate America. What do you think it is?
It's probably like
Todd.
Yeah, is it Todd?
It is Lloyd.
Todd is not on the list.
You know, that's surprising because there's a lot of
Get outta
powerful
here,
Todds
dude.
out there.
What are
and
you
it's gotta
talking about?
stop.
What? There isn't a Todd in the first 100 of these.
Oh, really?
No.
Show me.
When you got a problem,
John.
you call Todd.
John is number 4.
How about
Okay.
Richard?
Richard.
Dick, number
Dick
one.
has to be number one.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
No, it's not.
Are
on
you
there.
serious? That's
Really?
No.
Nobody's naming their babies Dick anymore. It's stupid.
Yeah. 'Cause if you want your kid to be successful, it's just name him that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they did a survey. 21 Fortune 500 CEOs share the name Robert.
Robert, dude,
is
next
number
door
one.
at the lake. It was Robert.
The CEO of the lake.
He's the CEO at the lake, CEO of my heart. Playlist was the best.
Bobby's Run the World, followed by Michael, followed by James,
Michael.
then John, then Christopher, and then William and David and a couple other classes.
Are there any women's names on the list at all? Or
No,
just dudes'
this
list?
was just men. This
Okay,
was
all
male names in corporate America. Tomorrow, Rizz will have the female.
Oh,
list,
thank
I'm
goodness.
sure.
Yes, that's he loves that list.
Let's see. The
These are
CEO.
just the most common names, also.
Yeah, it says.
Statistically, it would have to be.
Yeah, you can't say a name causes success, but the pattern is clear. The old guard of names still reigns in the corner offices. Like, it's not guaranteeing you a spot, but there may be
I
something.
got to be honest, I'm surprised Bill. There's a lot of Bills in charge, man.
Williams.
A lot of Williams and Bills
You
in
know what's
charge.
cool?
Yeah, William was on there.
The United Nations building in New York City doesn't have corner offices. Somebody told me this weekend. They strategically put concrete on the ends of both sides of the building so nobody could have a corner window office. Isn't that nice? I mean, who cares? But also, I like the thought.
Where was this?
This is at the United Nations building in New York City.
Well, somebody's still.
Isn't that nice?
No one gets a view.
Nobody gets a
Yeah,
view
gotcha.
You don't get to enjoy your life.
This,
Architect. Win for the architects.
Yes. I don't know. I liked it. I was like, you know what? That's a good thought. Who cares? But also, good idea.
Well, here's a weird thought. PETA, people for ethical treatment of animals, they don't shy away from picking battles, but they've had a couple interesting ones these last couple years. Right now, they're going after Mario Kart.
What?
Why do you think they're going after Mario Kart?
Who's an animal on Mario?
turtle shells.
Turtle, yeah.
Turtles.
No, it is not about weaponizing
Donkey
turtles.
Kong.
At least not
So we
this
can
time.
still do that.
They wrote a letter to Nintendo asking them to tweak their depiction of one particular character.
I don't even know.
What do you think it is?
Donkey.
I don't think they're super concerned with donkeys.
What is
Yeah, huh.
Well, Donkey Kong's
or Kongs.
or Kongs?
Or Kong.
Yoshi.
Nope, not Yoshi.
Hold
Which one?
on, give me a second.
Oh, the tail?
Liquid
the,
Mario.
Nope.
Metal Mario.
I don't think you're going to get it. Quote, we heard, H-E-R-D, we heard there's a new star in Mario Kart World, Cow. She's already winning hearts everywhere, including ours, but the brass ring in her nose.
Oh.
Would you please show some empathy?
Oh, no.
Remove the nose ring.
Dude, when they get a look at Get a Grip from Aerosmith circa 93, they're going to have a real problem.
Oh, the piercing in the udder? Well, they say, in real life, nose rings can serve multiple purposes, including weaning young cattle to discourage suckling and also a way of controlling cows, usually bulls. And in that case, the ring can be held or pulled by hand or rope or connected to a bull staff. That seems to be PETA's big gripe here. The rings may be painful to insert and inflict more pain and discomfort when they're used to control the animal. Of course, the cow in Mario Kart is animated, not real.
Yeah.
So PETA is trying to make a symbolic point, but the timing is strange because Mario Kart World Cow just came out in June, but the Moo Moo cows have been represented the same way with the ring for 3 decades, dating back to the Nintendo 64 days.
Yeah. Well, anybody who's had a septum piercing, which I have, knows how painful that is. And, if you tug on it, that sucks.
What do you think Nintendo said?
Shut
Bite
up.
me.
who are you?
They did.
We
It was
don't
just
care.
the music.
We'll do a patch.
We're not in the U.S.
Nintendo has not responded, and they probably won't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
PETA has previously shared grievances about Animal Crossing, Pal World, and Hunting Simulator 2, obviously. One commenter joked, how do they know the cow didn't go to a body piercing place to get it?
Yeah.
If they know how to drive,
Right.
maybe this is something that they want.
Because that's what I was thinking too.
Well-
PETA, has a lot of punk rockers, stuff like that work for him. And
Right.
it's probably typed up by a guy that has one in there already.
Exactly. I mean, I get if you don't want anybody to pull on it. That seems a little cruel, but also it just makes it look cooler, man. You ever seen a bull with a septum ring? It
We don't-
automatically you're like, I want to go on tour with this thing.
We just don't like the game Duck Hunt. When the ducks get shot, the way the dog laughs maniacally when he picks them up, you're sending the wrong message.
Pick your battles, man. This is stupid. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Hey, at
Like,
least
this
they're
is why
spending
people
money.
don't
Focus
like
on real
PETA.
stuff. Exactly.
Because they have good ideas. They have some good ideas. But this is the thing. This is where you annoy people into hating you, even though you're probably on the right side of most arguments because you're so condescending and annoying
Right.
about everything.
Yeah.
Like, pick your battles.
Well, yeah, it's like they're swinging the pendulum so far over
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what they have to do to get attention. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out why.
it's just
why this is a
everything.
battle.
Who knows? But, I mean, there's so many other things in that game that are animal problematic. Like, they're shooting dead. Where'd they kill all the turtles to get all the shells for ammunition? Like, that's
How do you know
literally...
how do you know they're dead? Maybe they're
there
just
ain't
tucked
no
in.
turtles in them.
No, how do you know?
they're
There's
pretty-
Also,
shells
we
there
should
were.
throw live turtles at cars.
Maybe if it works. That's a good idea.
if they want to.
You're
Have you-
throwing live turtles at cars?
Have you asked the turtles?
I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
know.
the turtles are down.
And who knows? Well, it is Monday. We're doing Sexy Time Fun Facts later. Crap on celebrities. We're going to play 3 and 5, give away some tickets. We have some incredible ticket giveaways. Incredible. We also have a big announcement coming at 9 a.m. today.
Oh, yes.
So it is a very, very big day. But I did mention Sexy Time Fun Facts, and I want to throw this in the opening because there's a big situation here. Mom of 3, 10-month-old at home, feeling the strain of a long-distance marriage. Her husband works about 5 hours away and only makes it home 1 day a week. Between the newborn, the distance, and the limited time together, she admits that she's feeling insecure since giving birth. That insecurity led her to check his phone and email. At first, nothing seemed alarming. He'd mentioned an older coworker he described as nice, and she didn't think much of it. But then the red flags started popping up. He began deleting conversations with that coworker and another friend. When she asked why, he said he only deletes things because she gets mad at everything. During a visit to see him, she looked through his email and found a confirmation that flowers were delivered to the coworker.
Oh.
That was a breaking point. She, quote, went nuts, asked for a divorce, and confronted him. His explanation, the flowers were condolence flowers because the coworker had a death in the family and she was overreacting. Later, he did acknowledge he'd crossed a line and told her that he would end this friendship. Still, she's left wondering, am I overreacting for considering a divorce? Before I ask you, is she overreacting? Here's what other people are saying. Commenters did not buy the explanation. They pointed out that people don't typically hide or lie about sending condolence flowers. And if it's all innocent, why delete the messages? One blunt take, quote, he's cheating. Others were more measured, but still noted the pattern of secrecy, deletions, gifts, and all of it looking suspicious. Several suggested that she protect herself practically, like talk to a lawyer. And some even mentioned a private investigator to get clarity before making big decisions. Important context that she shared here were that that they're recovering financially from a failed business. His current job, while unstable, allows her to keep flexible hours with her own work and stay home more. Because of that instability, though, uprooting the family to move closer to his job has not seemed wise, so the long-distance setup continues. What are your thoughts? Is she overreacting?
So she just had a baby. They have a failed business. He's having a friendship with a woman.
That he's working with 5 hours away.
Right. So there's a lot going on here. Is it worth? I think people have a threshold. You know, if she hit her limit here and she's like, I can't do this anymore, then no, you're not overreacting. But I also think you need to kind of take your time because the baby thing, I think, dude, I've been reading so much about like female hormone journey. It is insane. And I've never had a baby, but from my friends and family that have, the postpartum stuff is so real. And I can only imagine how like whiplashed your hormones and you feel insane after that. So I'm not saying she needs to take her time. If she knows what she wants and that's what she wants to do, then go. But also like, you know, the condolences flowers are sweet. I don't think that's a big deal. But yeah, the deleted messages is kind of weird. It's like, why are, but also going through your husband's phone is weird.
Yeah.
Right? Like the whole thing is, there's a lot of no trust happening. And I think you got to kind of get to the root of that and decide if you want to continue on that journey, that there can be trust that's built and things can change. Or you're just going, we don't trust each other and you got to end it for everybody. And honestly, that's going to be better for the kid because the parents are going to be fighting the whole time. So I don't know. I don't think it's an overreaction, but I think maybe take your time with it. Divorce is a big deal.
So not sure if it's an overreaction. You're in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott, overreaction or no?
Well, the fact that she already filed for divorce, right? Before she even knew what truly was going on. That's an overreaction.
Yeah, let me just caveat. Yes, that is an overreaction.
That's a big overreaction. And I think, too, you got to take a step back and keep an eye out, obviously. But if you're under all that stress, the failed business, the new kid, the whole blah, 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 maybe, just maybe, your body is not thinking properly.
You're saying the woman's hysterical, Scott?
No, I'm saying the husband, her, everybody is
and also,
stressed.
Can I say this? The husband should be focused on his wife right now. Like, she's going through a lot. She just gave birth. Your business just failed.
Dude.
You are having a relationship with somebody else.
This guy's supposed to be going above and beyond. This is your moment to shine, dude.
There's having friendship and then there's having your attention elsewhere. And I think that his attention sounds like it's elsewhere.
When
he should maybe be buying his wife flowers because she just gave birth and she's going through a hard time.
Amen.
Like,
and he works 5 hours away, right?
Yeah, and he's working 5 hours. So he's not home.
How's that?
I mean, that's Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Mr. Cellophane, I'm Mr. Cellophane. My wife just had a kid and my business failed and I'm seeking attention and a co-worker's affection. It's ruining my marriage.
It is.
Gosh.
Hey.
Yeah, you're right, though. He needs to be sending his wife flowers all the time since he's not at home.
Or not buying them, like picking them off the side of the road.
He may
and
have.
bringing them home.
Not enough information is mine.
Okay.
You're completely out.
This gal wrote 2 pages.
2 pages of her side of the story, and yeah, it may be true. I don't know. I have a friend that's married, and his wife is a very jealous person. And I've known him my whole life. We're good friends, and he is so. He'll avoid anything that'll even set her down that path. And he's a good dude. Never done anything. He's in love with her. Would never cheat on her. Would never. And it's gross. And when she drinks, it's worse.
Oh no!
When we go out, dude. He can't go to the bathroom. And be like, who's that girl you walked past? I'm like, what? You mean on the way to the bathroom? It's a girl. It's a lady who is just.
She works here.
Yeah, the waitress. Yeah. So. The fact that she was so quick to dial up the divorce lawyer and go through his phone, there are some contextual clues here that she might be a jealous person.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're dealing with a jealous person, I've seen people change their behavior to be like, I just don't want to deal with that. And even though I'm not doing anything wrong, I am sending condolence flowers to a coworker. This is someone that is a friend of mine. Knowing that person would never understand that all it would be about is that you sent flowers. I don't care if it's to a funeral. You sent flowers to another woman. And I could be wrong. Maybe the guy's a philandering piece of crap, but we're not getting his side of the story. And there were some contextual clues in this story to me that shows kind of a knee-jerk jealous person. And they're already going through problems. Yeah. So there's probably bigger problems at play that they're not talking about. And this was an easy way to be like, she looks like a jerk if she divorces him because his business failed. She looks like a jerk if she divorces him because she had a baby and she feels distant. She's not working hard enough on it. But if he's cheating, she's the hero of the story, right? She gets to have brunch with her friends and be like, now I'm a single mom because Brian sent flowers to Julia. And maybe that's all true.
Yeah, maybe it's just the actual root of the problem here isn't the flowers, it's the attention. It's hey, you're not paying enough attention to your wife who also just went through a failing business, who is hormonally imbalanced right now and breastfeeding this kid. She's got a lot going on. Maybe, turn your attention, both of you, inward to your relationship, change some behaviors, talk about what the real problem here is, which is you don't have a lot of trust and what is that rooted in, and then start from there. I think the knee-jerk reaction.
I like attention. 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 More attention. Attention now, please. Thank you.
You're saying that that's what she needs?
She needs a little bit more affection and attention.
And also, if she tends to be the jealous type or something like that, wouldn't you, if someone at work, you'd be like, hey, this coworker of mine had this issue, would you mind helping me pick out something to
And, like, let
give
them in? Yeah,
and let them in on that,
absolutely.
so that way it doesn't seem so secretive.
Absolutely.
And then it takes the I don't know, the whole
Openness
thing
is
away.
always the best.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think we solved the
We
problem.
solved the case, you guys.
Yeah, she sucks.
Get a divorce.
She sucks. You suck.
That's what you guys said, right?
No, man.
Oh.
I didn't say she sucks. She's going through a lot, too. They're both going through something. But
But we're on his side.
Well, you know who's going through something? Vinny Skoski.
Vinny made it in.
Vinny Skoski from Highland, Illinois, the Team Rizz member of the day, brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Rizzuto Show. Check out their brand new stacked menu at hotshotsnet.com. Vinny has been a Rizz evangelist since the Woody and Rizz days. He tunes in almost every morning, even while on vacation, and at work to share the Rizz with those around him. Vinny says, I love everything about the show. Moon's happy-go-lucky attitude, Rafe's hot takes and ability to put a hilarious twist on everything. Lern's all-around baddie mentality. And, of course, everything about Queen Rizz. I'm sorry, King Scott. Oh, no, here. I found it.
Oh.
I seriously wish that man was in my family. Oh, yeah, and King Scott can be funny sometimes, too.
Boom, roasted.
That's cool.
That's a funny dude.
There you go. Vinny Skoski from Highland, Illinois is our Team Rizz member of the day. You can sign up at 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. Okay, Lern, what?
What indeed? We check in with David Lee Roth, who will be here a week from today. Who doesn't want to play the Sphere? Because a lot of bands have said that they want to. Bisexuals for Peace. And where did this rock star go to high school?
Interesting. All of that crap on celebrities up next.
Happy birthday, Rizz. I mean, you're a grown man. Are you still doing birthdays? You know what I mean? That's for kids. Birthdays are for kids. All right, great. So it's your birthday. I'll meet you at Chuck E. Cheese. We'll play some games and have some cake. Yay.
He's definitely still doing birthdays because he's off today. The day
love
after his
birthdays.
actual birthday. So somebody's going to have to call Jim Florentine and tell him that Rizz is still doing birthdays. Today is Monday. I got a couple random facts for you on this fine Monday, first day of school for some of the kiddos out there. Singapore has a government agency to promote marriage and romance and foster opportunities for singles to interact in social settings. The government is in their love lives.
Well, that's good.
The Washington Generals lost to the Harlem Globetrotters 2,495 times in a row before they accidentally beat them on January 5th in 1971. The Colorado Rockies mascot is a triceratops because a dinosaur rib bone was discovered when their ballpark was being built in 1994. Did you know that?
Wait, which ballpark?
The Colorado Rockies.
I didn't know that. No.
I didn't know that either. After Julia Roberts broke off her engagement with Kiefer Sutherland in 1990, he took up steer roping and became a rodeo tournament winner.
Really?
Shaquille O'Neal hit one three-pointer in his 19-season NBA career. One. It came in his fourth season. He ended his career 1 for 22 on three-point
Yes.
attempts. That is 4.5%. I got 10 things that happened 10 years ago this week, and then we'll get into things that happened on this day. But, guys, 10 years ago, One Direction broke up.
Oh, my God.
Wait, they broke up?
Well, it was announced as an extended hiatus.
All right, let's all go through it. Who's our favorite? Zayn.
Team Jacob.
So hot.
I just like Zayn's haircuts.
Zayn does have great haircuts.
Can you name any of the other ones?
Yeah, Harry.
Harry Styles, of course.
Hair
Oh, yes,
Bear.
of course, yes.
Hair Bear.
Robert.
Pattinson.
Well, one of them passed away, right?
Todd.
Just last year in Argentina.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something?
Todd.
R.I.P. to Todd.
I don't think his name is Todd.
Todd fell.
On that note, the pumpkin spice latte finally got real pumpkin. 10 years ago, they added pumpkin puree to the recipe. Before that, there was no actual pumpkin anywhere near it. Mailing potatoes became a thing when a 24-year-old guy in Texas went viral after launching a company called Potato Parcel. It let you mail spuds with personalized messages written on them, and it's still a thing 10 years later. Rafe is their #1 customer.
He will be when he's in Idaho. Go to rafewilliams.com.
It's legal. Bobby Jaycox got this off the ground way before this guy. He should sue.
Before 2015?
Yeah, Bobby's
Bobby's been sending taters. He tested the theory. That's how I know it works. He mailed a potato to his friend in L.A.
Before 2015?
Oh, way before. Way back in the day.
Jennifer Lawrence was the highest paid actress in the world. Forbes clocked her yearly earnings at $52 million. Scarlett Johansson was next at $35.5 million.
And now she's the number one.
Yeah, and then Melissa McCarthy at $23 million 10 years ago. And Jon Stewart had just left The Daily Show. His first gig was hosting WWE's SummerSlam, where he took out John Cena in a folding chair, or with a folding chair. Trevor Noah debuted as the new Daily Show host that September. And today is National Fajita Day. National Fajita Day. So however you're going to celebrate.
People that order fajitas are like the main character of dinner. Because they always come out sizzling.
They're
You know
so
what I mean?
fun.
They're on fire.
Is
No,
it
they
fun?
are fun. It's
Yeah.
delicious and fun.
They're really good. They seem. I pretend they're healthier after I just ate 15 pounds of chips. But
Yes.
I have a theory that if
I'm healthy.
the word wasn't so cool to look at and fun to say, no one would be ordering these
Fajita.
things.
fajita. No, I think it's the best thing on
The J is
almost every
silent.
menu.
Dude, every time I get a fajita, it's always a letdown. It comes out and then I go, oh, God,
It's always on fire.
this is just what everybody else just ordered, but I have to put it together.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
you
I
should
kind
get
of do
money
the
off.
salad version.
It's a
the
great
worst.
point.
Imagine going
You
to Taco
skip
Bell
the-
and saying, I want a taco, but just spread it out across the paper and I'll put it together.
Yes.
That's a fajita. What are you
I feel
doing?
like they're an upgraded salad, and I don't put them on. I don't roll them up in anything. I just eat it on the plate.
Well, fajita is Spanish for do it yourself.
Yeah. Just here. Here's the crap.
You get to control the portions, though,
Fajita
And
just
the-
means
and the-
figure it out.
and the mix. That's kind of cool. I also think you get the most meat.
Yeah.
They can't swindle you on the meat if you ask for it on a separate sizzling cast iron skillet.
Really? It's got to be
Because
a better
they
way.
bring out, like, they can just give you a little meat sprinkle and then put a whole bunch of lettuce and tomato and all the garnish, roll it up, hand it to you, and be like, there you go. Fajitas don't lie, dude.
They should also
Fajita
come with
is
a
Spanish for
salve.
the truth.
Some sort of burning wax.
Veritas. Fajitas.
Veritas. Fajitas.
And have you guys gone
Aquinas,
to Casa
Adages.
Juarez yet?
No.
Now, what is that?
It's this giant. I call it the Cracker Barrel of Mexican restaurants, but
Oh.
it's over in just up Dorset there, and it is such a fun place. I don't know how to describe it, but it's great. It's really fun atmosphere, and then they have a whole shopping thing at the front of it, like Cracker Barrel.
They have
Oh,
a ball
sweet.
pit.
But you feel like you're in,
They got a gift store.
yeah,
Really?
Juarez. Actually.
Dude, my favorite thing with fajitas when people order it is a lot of times it comes with like the plate or whatever it is on the side that's like actually still burning.
Yes.
And they always go,
Hot
the plate is hot, the plate is hot,
Yeah,
because
don't touch
somebody
it.
inevitably reaches for it.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Well, and then you want to touch it. You're like,
the
how
bit.
hot can it be? I always touch a hot plate. Like, I'll show you.
It's my
Also-
favorite thing.
I love to scald.
Also, let's open a Spanish Cracker Barrel. Trademark. I like that idea.
What do you
Barrel de galleta. It's just a Spanish. We just change it.
That's
You can't
the
sue us.
translation?
No, it's the Spanish Cracker Barrel, and
Dude,
it's
that
like
is
way
awesome.
more fun. It's way less uptight.
Our Coca-Cola has real sugar in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, we'll have real
You're
Coke.
jumping little sombreros over each other and see how many you have left over.
And you have to wear a sombrero in
Yeah.
the rocking
You're
chair.
not selling fudge. You're selling queso by the jar.
And one of
Hello.
those, like,
Just Gringo Barrel?
Yeah,
those,
you just got a bodega instead of a country store out in front, and there's like salsa music playing.
Oh, well,
That's
yeah.
tight. And there's just, instead of rocking chairs, there's a bunch of El Caminos
I'm in.
out on the porch. and
I'm
all for sale.
100% in.
That's tight.
Nacho
like
bar,
that.
shut your mouth. Hell yes.
Let's go.
All right, I'm in.
Trademark, copyright, Rizz Show, copyright, trademark. Legally, no one can do it. but us
What are you
now.
going to call it? Gringo Barrel?
Barrel de galleta.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Polo, if you're listening.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Help me get this
Invest.
off the ground. Invest.
Actually, no, he can consult.
Well, he could also make his secret ingredient, whatever guacamole thing he makes. That's so good.
Oh, yeah.
He won't
did
tell
make
us how he
that.
does it.
Yeah, and he doesn't bring it up here every
That's
time.
like the
No.
hash brown casserole.
His
Hey,
Polo's
guac,
secret guac.
Not, related to his guacamole, but we miss you, Polo. You should come in sometime soon.
Yeah, but you have to bring guacamole.
Oh, well, no, if he thinks
It's
about
the
it.
price of admission.
I've never had his guac, and I've been here for almost
dude.
3
it's
years.
it really is. I don't know what it is. There's some like one or two ingredients that he's throwing in there that the rest of us aren't.
I
'Cause
look forward to it.
It's simple, but it's exquisite.
Yeah.
Walk it out.
I wonder, by
It's
the
almost
way,
like he's a legit Mexican. I don't know.
speaking of
He
the Cardinals
is.
game, I wonder if Rizz went. Remember, Rizz and his brother were supposed to go see the Yankees, and the
Yankees.
Cardinals. And I had some
Yeah.
friends go, and man, they must have been begging people to take those tickets because I had 2 or 3 people say, "Hey, man, you want to go to the Cards game today?" I was like, "No, No, I don't.
I have other things to do.
It was cold.
It's 11 days to Labor Day weekend.
Oh.
And Rafe, you love this. 17 days to the NFL season kickoff.
Let's go.
Exciting.
Yep. Back in the day, August 18th, 105 years ago in 1920, Tennessee became the 36th state to ratify the 19th Amendment, which guaranteed the right of all American women to vote. 63 years ago, 1962, Ringo Starr got the grease out of his hair, said goodbye to Rory Storm's Hurricanes, and signed on with the Beatles. Ringo is huge in Japan, by the way.
Really?
56 years ago, in 1969, the original Woodstock ended peacefully. Jimi Hendrix was the final performer. He took the stage at 8 a.m. on a Monday morning after most of the weekend crowd had already left. His set list included Purple Haze, Foxy Lady, Voodoo Child, and the Star-Spangled Banner. 48 years ago, 1977, 18 white limousines and a white hearse drove through the streets of Memphis, Tennessee to take who to their not-so-final resting place?
Elvis.
Elvis Presley. The number of flowers delivered by FTD to Graceland surpassed the number for any event in the company's history.
Wow.
39 years ago, 1986, Bon Jovi released their third album, Slippery When Wet, featuring Wanted Dead or Alive and Living on a Prayer. Come on,
Dude,
that's the hits.
I saw Naked Gun over the weekend.
You did?
I did. And it
Tell
was
us.
very good. And there's a Bon Jovi reference, and it is hilarious.
Pro Bon Jovi or anti Bon Jovi?
Sexy Bon Jovi. Yeah, I would say pro.
Interesting. 33 years ago, 1992, Nirvana's Kurt Cobain and Hole's Courtney Love became parents to Frances Bean. 33 years ago, 1992, Boston Celtics superstar Larry Bird announced his retirement.
Hold up. We got to go back to Frances Bean Cobain,
Okay.
who is married to Tony Hawk's son, who just had a baby. So Tony Hawk is the grandfather to Kurt Cobain's grandchild, and you get to see Tony Hawk sometimes with your Goldfinger. How cool is that? That his
Pretty rad.
daughter-in-law is Kurt Cobain's daughter. Do you think about that? You probably don't.
Do you ask him a lot of questions
It's
about it?
all I'd be thinking about.
No, I haven't asked many questions about it.
Can you just maybe have
on,
a
ask
water
him.
cooler conversation? Be like, how is she?
Hey, grandpa to grandpa.
The last time we talked was about his auction. He's doing like this
Auction?
super cool auction.
Tony
Yeah.
Hawkson.
So with some pretty incredible stuff. One of which I think was the board that he rode out on stage at our show a couple weeks
That
ago.
is sweet.
Dang, his rollerboard?
He's got a roller board.
Just want to know how that baby is. Just find out.
Yeah,
you know,
see if-
just ask some questions.
If
You know-
Mrs. Bean could come into the show.
You know who's a big Tony Hawk fan is
Who?
Kid Rock, who 27 years ago in 1998 released Devil Without a Cause.
Great album.
20 years ago in 2005, BTK killer Dennis Rader was sentenced to 10 consecutive life sentences. 19 years ago, 2006, Snakes on a Plane was released, starring Samuel L. Jackson as an FBI agent trying to keep a witness alive aboard an overseas flight. 11 years ago in 2014.
Anyone actually seen that movie? Can I?
I've only seen it in pieces.
We all can quote the movie. I don't know anyone who's seen the movie. Everyone's like, got to get these MF snakes off this MF plane.
Yeah. We just like the
But
reason
no
to
one I
cut.
know has actually. We don't even know. Samuel could have just went in, recorded that line.
Yeah. He's probably not even
This
in it.
movie
dude.
may not even be real.
You think it's just a...
It could be like a social experiment to be like, how popular is Samuel L. Jackson that he can get a movie quote off the ground without actually making a movie?
yeah.
Man, that is not...
It's a great social...
I don't know a single human being I've ever talked to
This,
who has seen the movie Snakes on a
I know.
Plane. We
I
all
gotta-
know it.
I gotta
It is a
solid-
cultural
Which we need to
touchstone
see
and
it. I mean,
reference point.
wasn't it nominated?
I think it may be the least viewed, most culturally relevant movie of all time.
I'll fess up. I've never seen it.
Me neither.
I quote it, though, because I've seen the moment.
Me too.
And to be honest, I didn't want to watch it because I don't want to watch more movies about snakes because I've seen enough.
Well,
I got a solid feeling some of the people that email us on a regular basis, they've probably seen it.
I hope they have.
it looks
have it
like
on
it's
DVD.
They're
on
the real ones, you know?
So send us your reviews.
Pretend Prime right
Rafe at 1057thepoint.com.
Perfect.
Moon at 1057thepoint.
That's
Learn
that's
at
not a real address.
1057thepoint.com.
11 years ago, Taylor Swift
now. Todd at
released...
1057 The Point.
We got to have that one.
Yeah, our
know
producer
Todd.
Todd. You know him. You love him.
Oh, God, whatever. 7 years ago, 2018, Quantico star Priyanka Chopra got engaged to Nick Jonas in Mumbai. They were married later that year in December. And 2 years ago, in 2023, DC Comics' Blue Beetle movie was released. That's what happened back in the day. Okay, Lern, talk to us.
All right, here we go. Crap on Celebrities is brought to you by Mentality. Their patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio. A friend of the show and our uncle who will be in town next Monday at the factory, David Lee Roth, took a shot at Sammy Hagar's recent song, Encore, Thank You, Good Night, which was inspired by a dream he had about Eddie Van Halen. So Diamond Dave was performing last week at Hampton Beach Casino in New Hampshire, and he started by paying Sammy Hagar a compliment. And, he says, one of my esteemed colleagues, he's a contemporary, he's got a great voice, he's got a great catalog. You all know Sammy Hagar, he's got a great voice. And Sammy described to the media about 6 weeks ago that the ghost of Eddie Van Halen visited him and graced him with a song that he memorized and then went home and recorded. It's on the internet. And so here is David Lee Roth on the dream, he had about Eddie Van Halen.
Well, let's listen to this.
I don't know what the odds are, but last night the ghost of Eddie Van Halen visited me at the hotel. I was watching the weather report, and he came in and he was laughing. I said, "What did you do now?" He said, Dave. Actually, you want me to do his accent? Just his face. Dave. He said, Dave, you know that song I gave Hagar? I said, what now? He said, it's actually In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, backwards. Don't tell him. This all stays in this room, right? I laughed, we shared a ghost cigarette. And I hugged my brother Ed and I said, man, do I miss you? And he said, I miss you too, Dave. He said, but you know what? You should still go to hell. And I said, save me a seat.
Why are we not buying tickets to David Lee Roth? It is going to be so much fun on Monday.
I don't even care if he sings a song if
That's
he just
right.
talks like that through the whole show.
He's going to talk to us.
That's pretty funny.
This is going to be so much fun on Monday. If you do not have your David Lee Roth tickets, you're insane. He's going to be here. We're trying to get backstage. It's a work in progress.
And I feel like that was a lighthearted jab.
It was.
That didn't feel too pointed. It was just more like...
My favorite is that he shared a ghost cigarette.
Yeah, ghost
Right.
cigarette. That's pretty funny.
I hope he did share a ghost cigarette with Eddie Van Halen. I think it's great.
And I got a DeVita backwards was also funny.
He got the drummer back there going, tss, tss, tss.
I know, just when is
Because
it going?
let's be
When is it
honest.
going?
Here we go.
Can we
6
at
minutes
least
of
say-
this guy again?
And this isn't Sammy hate. I know that he was abducted by aliens and the guy's got some far out views. You're the PR caller outer.
I'm
not
You are
nothing.
the marketing scheme caller outer.
Okay.
Saying you got visited by Van Halen's ghost to promote your song is pretty on the nose as far as like marketing for a song. So I thought that's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Cheese. These guys are both just the yin and yang of cheese.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I hope they get back together. Can you imagine a tour at this age with Dave and Sammy
I'd
and
be
anybody
interested-
from Van Halen?
And again, we would all be going to see the implosion.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Which is what we're doing
Which
on
is-
Monday. Okay. We're going to have fun.
I'm excited.
I am too. Even though they're known for their visuals and theatrics live, Iron Maiden couldn't care less about performing at the Sphere in Vegas. Always honest and willing to give his opinion, Bruce Dickinson told Eddie Trunk, he says, Maiden's about the relationship between the band and the audience, and the show whilst is a show. It's also an enhancement of what we do. The Sphere, as far as I can gather, and he says, I mean, I appreciate what you're saying. It's about all-encompassing. It's this and that and the other. He says, I think the band would be very uncomfortable with the idea. Believing the venue would make the band's live efforts irrelevant. Bruce also said, I mean, if we just do a lot of stuff, we run around at the Sphere, what's the point? The fact is, it's the point of being there if you're the band. And he's trying to make the point of everybody's been talking about, and I think, oh my goodness, who was it? Was it Lars Ulrich or somebody said, somebody in rock or metal came out and said, like, it's intimidating because people are going to be so hyper-focused on the visuals that they won't even see the band.
Yeah.
And that's true, right? I mean,
Totally true.
Yeah.
I mean, you look down here and there, but for the most part, you're like, I don't want to miss anything going on around me.
Exactly.
So your head is just bobbleheading the
swivel.
whole time.
Well, and it's an enhancement of the music, but I wanted your opinion about Bruce Dickinson's comments because you liked the Sphere. You're a
loved it.
performer.
I thought it was spectacular.
Like, do you see where a performer
100%.
like him comes in and says that he doesn't want to play it?
I
And-
can, and I think his view may change over time. but I can understand why that's their position now. I think there are some bands that are not right for it because it is more about the musicians that are up there and all that kind of stuff. Now, U2, they're what, in their 60s or something like that? So they're not backflipping and doing spin kicks and that kind of stuff. So I don't need to see them. I wanted to hear Edge's guitar. I wanted to hear them play live. And the visuals were just an absolute
bonus.
It was incredible because they were doing a live soundtrack with some of my favorite music to incredible visuals. And you know what's really cool? When I was out doing Warped Tour a couple weeks ago, we met up with somebody that Mallory went to high school with who works for the Sphere. And I'm not going to say at the Sphere because I didn't know this. There is I think it's the 10th of the size exact replica in California that's private.
That's kind of like the practice space?
It's the practice space.
Oh, similar to what we're doing.
I didn't know if that was real or not.
It's real. He works there, and
cool.
he's one of the visual artists. He's one of that puts the entire show together, and they work on these shows for a year or two in advance. And I can't tell you the shows that he's working on because it was like crazy extra private or secret. But man, they have some amazing things going on, and not everything that they're working on ends up going to the show.
Oh, really?
So they'll build these huge things with ideas, and if it doesn't work or so-and-so doesn't sign on to them or whatever, they will use them for other things.
Is that part of almost like the applying to be a residency at the Sphere? They're like, hey, we're going to build this out, and then if it doesn't get taken, is that a board of Sphere directors?
I don't know how that works.
Interesting.
I do know that he said that he worked for months on a particular project that's not going to happen.
Well, hopefully it happens on a screen
the artist
somewhere.
was like, I don't want to do this. I'm afraid to do this.
Well, that's interesting. I'm going to ask you off the air what else you know. Rest in peace. So this is a person you probably don't know. Let me say this guy's name, and if you know this guy, I'm impressed. He's a stuntman. His name is Ronnie Rondell Jr.
Ronnie Rondell?
Ronnie Rondell.
Oh, Ronnie Ron?
Oh, Ronnie.
Wait, the stuntman?
And trust me, we've all seen this man's work.
Ronnie Rondell.
Ronnie Rondell. He passed away, okay? He died at the age of 88. And he is the businessman who was on fire for the cover of Pink Floyd's 1975 album, Wish You Were Here. He's shaking hands and he's on fire. He's the guy that's on fire and the businessman. So the cover photo was taken at Warner Brothers Studio in Burbank, California, inspired by the idea that people tend to conceal their true feelings for fear of getting burned. And getting burned was also a common phrase in the music industry when artists weren't paid royalties. And so that's where Pink Floyd kind of got their inspiration for Wish You Were Here. But anyway, rest in peace to Ronnie Rondell Jr., who was on fire for real in that photo shoot. And it's one of the most iconic classic rock album covers ever. Peacemaker Season 2 just dropped a new trailer, and John Cena is coming in hot. All right, so here is the trailer for Peacemaker 2.
Here we go. John, what are they about to watch?
You're about to see
You got to think of who you're speaking to.
we're about to enjoy
The mother Peacemaker Season 2.
Red Band trailer.
That's
So
right.
we can say
We can say it all we want.
yeah, but does it mean anything here? Should they watch it in the trailer? Aren't the more powerful in the trailer?
They're really powerful here, too. And 1, 2, 3. Everybody watch the
Peacemaker Season 2 trailer.
So that's James Gunn and John Cena. And visuals behind that is John Cena's character has a bisexual orgy, making him one of the few openly bisexual superheroes in mainstream television now. And it's been 3.5 years since the first season of Peacemaker came out, and people loved it. So James Gunn, he's having a blast. New batch of episodes is being described as discovering an alternate world where life is everything that he wishes it could be. And James Gunn wrote all episodes for Season 2, it will be on August 21st.
This whole Peacemaker, Superman, fabric weaving, that is why, I think I read this, that is why the Superman went to streaming so quickly.
James Gunn said that, yeah.
Yeah, so they could beat the Peacemaker opening.
Oh.
Like it was supposed to be a different
Peacemaker's
time
supposed
frame.
to come out like a month or two from now, and they moved it up. So when the HBO moved it up, he moved up the Superman release.
Interesting. Well, August 21st is when Peacemaker 2 will hit HBO Max. And he's
Tight.
bisexual now, so now we know. Interesting. Conan O'Brien believes that late night TV is going to just simply disappear. He was accepting his Television Academy Hall of Fame honors on August 16th, and he says, quote, late night television as we have known it since around 1950 is going to disappear. But those voices are not going anywhere. People like Stephen Colbert are too talented and too essential to go away. And he also addressed the CBS cancellation of The Late Show, predicting that Stephen is going to evolve and shine brighter than ever in a new format where he controls it completely. And he says, so technology can do whatever they want. It can make television a pill. It can make television shows a high-protein, chewable, vanilla-flavored capsule with added fiber. It still won't matter if the stories are good, if the performances are honest and inspired, if people are making it brave and of goodwill. So what do you guys think? You think late-night TV is going away? Like the hosts, like Kimmel's going away, Fallon, all of these different hosts are going away?
I mean,
Yeah,
I think so. I think it'll be.
It's been happening for 10 years.
Yeah, I think it's switched to the video podcasts and.
Yeah.
More
So
freedom in that way, too,
Yeah.
it seems like.
The big sign, maybe not the first sign, but the big sign is when Kimmel started doing really well elsewhere. He started doing really well with the clips, with the online stuff,
Yeah.
with the this, with the that. Well, you know, social media was not in its infancy, but still super young. That's where you saw all that stuff. And
Yeah.
NBC was like, oh, okay, well, this is what we have to focus on. And if you watch the show, which none of us probably have in the last 10 years live, you can almost kind of see that it's sort of designed for clippies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, getting the Tonight Show as a comedian, still a cool thing, not a career needle mover like it used to be. I know lots of people that have gotten like the Tonight Show that because everything's so clipped, it used to be like, oh, George Clooney is on the Tonight Show and you are about to go up right after. People are tuning in to see George Clooney do an interview. 20 million people are going to see you do stand up, and tomorrow morning you're a household name.
Right.
Now you might get I have friends with like late night clips from the Tonight Show with like 4,000 views on YouTube just because they didn't catch. People can view everything so segmented now, and nobody views anything live anymore. The only thing that would make me question whether it'll go away forever is these businesses are all, CBS is Viacom, NBC is GEP, you know what I mean? Like, these companies are all encompassing and they own they always have something to promote. It's all about vertical integration. Like, most of these late night shows exist as walk-in commercials for Scarlett Johansson's new movie, the new Marvel movie.
Yeah, because they're in bed with the studios.
Yeah, new artists come on and play their songs because they also own the album and record companies. So there's going to have to be something to replace, unless that's just not getting out to the masses anymore and they've found a better way to get the word out about movies. And so I'd be curious what will rise up to take its place. I don't think we're going to see the stars of, because who are the next round of late night hosts? That's great if Stephen Colbert goes and finds a new place and Jimmy Kimmel gets a new place. Well, what about the next generation of comedians and people who want to be late night hosts in that manner? Like, where do they go? How do they cut their teeth and how do they progress in the industry? And I don't have an answer for that.
I think, well, Kimmel's been wanting to retire for a while. I feel like every year they talk about his contract being up, similar to like Howard Stern in that regard. I think, honestly, and I know I've been like a simp for John Mulaney's Everybody's Live in LA, but it was so good on Netflix and it was live and it was weird and it wasn't in bed with like new bands. I mean, he was bringing out like Sleater Kinney and like all these bands that really are, or many that are avant-garde that I'd never heard of before.
Yeah.
And he was trying to play into this kind of niche, weirdo, under-the-radar type of stuff. And he would also have normal people on. I think the way Mulaney's doing it is so interesting and cool. And it really did bring the joy that I got from watching David Letterman with my mom in the 90s. And she'd let me stay up and watch it. I had that going into Everybody's Live in LA. Like, I wanted to stay up on Wednesday nights at 9 and watch it live.
Yeah.
And I think that could be where it's
So
going.
they'll find a different format for the same tone.
For sure.
Yeah.
But probably in a season sort of.
And what would
Yeah.
be smart is a company like Hulu that also has broadcasting. You know, they own all of it. They do it mainly on Hulu, but then they still have it on their
Just as
channels
like a
across the
secondary
globe
thought.
at nighttime. So
It's
that
a-
way, when you're in a hotel room, you still have that fun, nostalgic feeling of
Right.
having a late night show going on.
It is a wild thing. When I did the St. Louis Art Museum show with Ian Edwards this last weekend, and we went out to dinner afterwards. And we were talking about how weird it is as comedians to be like, if you'd asked us 10 years ago, you can do a late night Tonight Show set on network television, or you can do a YouTube show called Hot Ones. 100% of people are going, I'm doing Fallon.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say 100%, or at least 90% of comedians now would be like, Hot Ones will do more for your career.
For sure.
Going and eating hot wings and talking to a guy whose name I bet we don't know.
Sean Evans.
I don't know.
One of us knew it out of all of us.
Todd,
and he's a
what was
great
it?
interviewer. I'm not saying that he has a great show. It's just weird to me that that's how much the landscape has changed in just a short amount of time. So I don't know. And they've tried bringing YouTubers to TV. They tried to make Lily Singh a late night talk show host, and the show was terrible. And she was huge on YouTube and TikTok. So it's like, I don't know.
It's not the same. There are.
It might just be over for network TV, period.
There's a difference between broadcasters and podcasters. You know, there are certain like I don't know. I wouldn't even say rules, but there's like there's a way to do it. Yeah, there's a way to do it. There's a format. There are tactics and skills to it that don't translate. And I don't think you can take a YouTuber and put them on NBC and make it feel the same at all. You know what I've been wondering? And granted, I understand that I'm in a hotel far more than the average person, but I'm wondering when the day comes where Netflix is going to have a hotel package and sell it to the Marriotts and to the Hiltons and all that kind of stuff. And
I'm sure it's coming.
And because they're paying for cable, right? So they're paying for the blah, 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 blah. And you used to see Motel 6. HBO is here. You know, it used to be on the marquee. You would see
Can't
that.
you log in just like you can at like an Airbnb?
Yeah, you can log in, but
sometimes. But what I'm saying is I'm wondering when you see a sign that says Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, because back in the day it would be HBO here at the hotel. Or
Right,
whatever.
that's what I mean. So they would have some sort of package where the hotel gets Netflix and Netflix just sends it in and sends the top 10 movies, the top 10 shows. It's not like personalized in that way,
right?
Except for maybe to the market in some way.
Yeah, because it's like going overseas. Paramount has always had, TV channels overseas that were called Paramount, and you had a few of those that are just. It was always so fun to see that, and it would play all the hit shows and everything that are happening in the U.S. But on that one channel,
that's got to be around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm happy about it or not happy about it with late night going away, but we'll have to see. In movie news, Weapons held on to the top spot for North American theaters over the weekend. The movie earned $25 million, keeping it in the #1 spot. Overall, it's brought in $89 million domestically and $148 million worldwide.
Is it a Stephen King thing?
That is, yes. Your buddy was in it, right?
Yeah.
In Weapons. I want to see it. We went to go see
great.
Naked Gun 2, The Naked Gun. And I want to see Weapons as well because the reviews I see about it's just really interesting.
My friend was in it and he had spoiler alert, but pivotal scene, pivotal role. Ooh. So cool. So happy for him. Congrats.
That's awesome.
That is huge.
Hayden Christensen stepped out for a rare outing with his 10-year-old daughter, which I didn't even know that he dated Rachel Bilson and they had a kid together. I don't know if they were married or what. But they were at Wrigley Field to watch the Cubs take on the Pirates, and they got to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Games. Here's a little bit of that.
Take me out to the crowd. Find me some peanuts and crack.
So, okay. Thank you.
I want to hear
Sorry, but there's another
I'm just
26
covering
seconds,
everything.
and I don't want that.
Denzel Washington isn't worried about ever being canceled. Complex News asked the two-time Oscar winner if he's ever been worried about something he said or did causing him to get canceled. And here is what Denzel says about cancel culture.
Do you guys consider being quote-unquote canceled?
What does that mean?
It means you lose public support.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah?
Everything I've seen from Denzel recently, he is...
Checked out?
No. He's checked into phase 3. He's like,
dang.
he's in a
Guru phase.
He's in Guru Grandpa.
He's
Grandpa
in porcelain
Guru.
veneer guru phase.
Yeah,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
he's figured it out. He figured out what to care about, what not to care about. He doesn't care what you think.
Have you seen all the Denzel Unk memes?
No,
Oh, dude, they're great.
but I am loving this. All right.
Do you guys consider being quote-unquote canceled?
What does that mean?
It means you lose public support.
Who cares? What made public support so important to begin with? I don't care who's following, okay? You can't lead and
He's the most Denzel he's ever been. Like, listen to him talk.
follow at the same time, and you can't follow and lead at the same time.
We're in the
I don't
car,
follow
training day right now.
anybody. I follow the heavenly spirit. I follow God.
Amen.
I don't follow man. I have faith in God. I have hope in man. But look around. It ain't working out so well.
Yeah.
Forget being followed. You can't be canceled if you haven't signed up. Don't sign up. My chest starting to hurt.
Yeah, don't sign up.
All right, so don't sign up, don't get canceled. get in the car. We're going to go buy some drugs. Rest in peace to Terrence Stamp, the British actor best known for General Zod in Superman 2. He died on Sunday at the age of 87. Coming into prominence with an Oscar-nominated debut, Billy Budd, Stamp earned his further acclaim in The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and appeared in Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, Valkyrie, Last Night in Soho, and many others. You know this guy's face, but here is a little highlight clip of Superman 2, The Best of Zod.
Dude, best.
So this is planet Houston. A very strange surface.
Get your butts off the road!
I like the globe that flashes red like our Krypton sun, but not this irritating noise. Make way.
All right.
A weapon of some sort.
Girl or no girl, you're going to spit teeth. Get up.
Who else is seeing this?
Well, with this satellite link up, just about everybody. I mean, the whole planet.
The whole planet Houston?
Earth. The whole planet Earth.
He had a face of a villain. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's a movie
Villain
called
face.
The Limey. Excellent Terrence Stamp movie. Low-key 90s. He plays like this assassin that gets out of prison. It's an amazing film.
I got to see
The guy was
R.I.P.
good.
Yeah, he was an incredible actor.
And finally, could you imagine going to high school with rock stars? I mean, Moon, you went to Lindbergh. Where'd you go? So, I mean, it's people have this with you where they're like, oh my gosh, like this is the guy from Story of the Year, this guy from Goldfinger, like Greek Fire. There's somebody at school that thinks of you and is like, holy crow, I like went to high school with him. And this is kind of an interesting thing Loudwire did, where they did some rock musicians that went to high school together. So not just one rock star, but two. So for instance, it's just kind of interesting. So Rage Against the Machine's Tom Morello and Tool's Adam Jones, they attended Illinois Libertyville High School together. Two amazing bands just walking the halls of Liberty High School. Slash and Lenny Kravitz attended Beverly Hills High School at the same time, which is pretty awesome. I mean, my God, they're both so
Snoop
talented
Dogg
and hot.
and Cameron Diaz.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right.
Went to ALB or wherever in Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Anthony Kiedis and Flea went to high school together, thus giving us Red Hot Chili Peppers. Rush's Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, they became friends while attending Toronto's Newton Brook Secondary School. And Geddy Lee actually said one time that the two connected because Lifeson was really funny and played guitar. And they still have that humor in Rush today. And finally, Billy Joe Armstrong and Mike Dirnt of Green Day were registered at California's Valley High School, but they didn't attend many classes. Dirnt said the two would skip school, always in search of something creative and finding our people and their tribe. So interesting story about how some of these people went to high school together, became bands like Rush and Red Hot Chili Peppers and Green Day, but then others like Rage Against the Machine and Tool, two completely different guys, went in different directions, but still had successful rock bands. And I think that's really
Yeah, and they
neat.
kind of opened for each other here and there, too, in the early days.
Wasn't Corgan, he was, what's his thing? Because he's connected, like he was in the other high school in that area or something like
Oh,
that?
yeah, because his interview with...
yeah, he talked about how
talked
it's
about
weird
that.
that all three of them were in the same
Yeah,
thing
they
at the
kind
same
of-
time, all different
similar.
genres.
And that's the thing. I don't think it's weird. And I think it's because, like, sometimes there's like an era or a scene or a moment or whatever, and it inspires whatever it inspires. And sometimes, man, think about any relationship that you forged in high school that's still going. And maybe there's very few. Most likely there's very few, but there's some connection there that you made during that time about what you wanted to do with your life, what the trajectory was, what the plan was. That's how Johnny and I were. We met because one of us sang a Silverchair lyric and the other one finished it, and then we're like, oh, should we hang out? I guess so.
Did we
And I was
become
like-
best friends?
I was
Yeah.
like, I want to play guitar someday. And he's like, I want to play drums someday. I'm like, we are best friends. I mean, it was instantly like, oh, well, that's a team. We could do something
That's so great.
together. So it's about the moment and forging some sort of thing for your future. And I don't think it's strange. I think that happens more often than we think.
Well, I love it, and I thought that was interesting with those prominent names that we know. And
Yeah,
that
it's
is your
pretty
crap on celebrities.
Well, your celebrity birthdays. Malcolm Jamal Warner would have been 55,
Dang.
and we know him as Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show, the second best Cosby. Patrick Swayze also has passed away, but today's his birthday.
Ugh, the best.
Yeah, just an incredible guy. And Andy Samberg is 47, a great stuntman. Also, Jake Peralta on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Caitlin Olsen is 50. That's Sweet D from It's Always Sunny on Philadelphia.
Love her.
Edward Norton is 56, and that's the Incredible Hulk, and he is just a talented young man.
It's like the least thing he's known for.
I know.
I think he doesn't even want to remember that.
It was a great...
I didn't think it was bad.
No, it wasn't terrible. It was okay. It was good. Christian Slater is 56. Everlast is 56 as well. There's a lot of 56 today. Mastakilla is 56. Bob Woodruff is 64. That's a journalist. He was killed. Oh, yeah, you're right. Killed in a bomb in Iraq, so he would have been 64. Madeline Stowe is 67. Dennis Leary, 68. The legend himself, Robert Redford, is 89. And
Still gorgeous.
Everybody's favorite person, Roman Polanski, is 92.
Oh, my wow. That guy's been granted long life. Awesome. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Kayla Quinn. Today's birthday girl has been in 230 fine adult films, including...
Real quick, Bob Woodruff is still alive. He was almost killed by a roadside
I was going to say, I
No,
thought
I
he was
just saw
on
killed.
Bill Maher
You
not
just
too
killed
long
the
ago.
guy.
No.
Rest in...
Bye-bye,
Not
Bob.
yet.
Bob's,
Rest in life.
Bob's not in charge for much longer.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not rested in pieces.
Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
That's okay. Kayla Quinn. Here's some films she was in. The Adventures of Milfman 2.
Oh.
Big Boom Bangaroo, 29. Brothers Who Love Mothers, 1. Footloose and Featherbound, 19. I actually have that one saved. I Scored a Soccer Mom, 1. Liquid Gold, 16. Almost, that's not Liquid Shadow, not to be confused. Mama Got Big Old Butt, 2. Planet of the MILFs, The Ultimate Strap-On Super Slam, 19. And who could forget her role in the infamous 2007's Chin Knockers 2.
Oh.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's the sound of
Chin
chins.
Knockers 2, Black Eyed Boogaloo. Check it out. Kayla Quinn is almost 56, 55 years old. Oh. That's your porno birthday. Those were your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities.
Okay, up after the break, we'll do Sexy Time Fun Facts, and then we're going to do some 3 and 5. We have tickets to Lincoln Park. We have some Blues home opener tickets to give away, the tickets to the Struts, and Monster Jam 4-packs, all to give out for 3 and 5 after Sexy Time Fun Facts. Think about this. Are you cool trash-talking your spouse's outfit? We'll do Sexy Time Fun Facts after the break.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
Yes, happy birthday, Rizz, indeed. It was his birthday yesterday. He is now 63. And we're proud of him.
Couple more years, you know?
Yeah, he's going to collect that retirement in no time. Now, he did have a good time yesterday, so much, in fact, that he has not responded to anything that we've texted him last night or today, which means it was great, and he'll be back tomorrow, full show. It'll be so much fun. You can always get a hold of us on the Schreier Air text line, 314-649-DUMB. We are live on the Mick Ultra Studio Cams at 105.7 The Point YouTube channel, and you can always email us, rizzshow@1057thepoint.com. Rafe will get to some emails later. We are also going to be playing some 3 and 5, but first... And Sexy Time Fun Facts brought to you by...
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Okay, so pretty much everybody's had a significant other ask them, how does this shirt look? Or do I look fat in these jeans? But not everybody has the same options for how to answer that question. So in a poll, 44% of people say that they've told a romantic partner that they didn't like something that they wore, which is bold, but honest. 48% say that they never have done that and they never will. 8% can't remember. Brutal honesty like that is most common in the South. How do you think Midwesterners fared?
We're far too nice. We're not telling nobody anything.
You are absolutely correct. Midwesterners, the least likely to be honest and say anything bad about something that their partner is wearing.
We're shooting ourselves in our foot.
What the
whenever.
heck is that?
I don't know, man. I've told the story before on the show, and my husband will deny it up and down. But one time I was wearing a very tight outfit to Off-Broadway. We were going to see Ha Ha Tonka. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That band rules.
That band rules. They're a folk band. It's like in the throes of dating my husband, one of his favorite bands. And, you know, I'm wanting to look hot and, like, get laid. And so I'm going to wear, like, the tightest stuff I got. I'm going to impress my man. Little did I know, that's not the vibe. And he was like, what are you wearing? And in my false memories, he called me a prostitute. He will deny it up and down.
Holy smokes.
So, you know, did I change? No. You know.
Oh, you did it?
I look good. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, there was nothing wrong with what I was wearing. I can't help it. It's so anyway, but he was honest, and so I have to give my husband props for being honest.
What do you
about
think he actually said?
it. He'll probably be texting here in like
He's
the next 5
texted in
seconds.
before, and
Yeah, he gets
and it was
upset
a
when I
softer
say that.
version of that. I can't remember what it was, but I think he.
I'll tell you all
I think he contested something about
was something
that.
like-
He said you looked like
Like a big hoe or something. Yeah, it was.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't
know.
that.
Lovely lady of the
prostitute-
night.
pointed.
Prostitute stands firm in my brain.
Well, that's probably how
Which
it's gonna
whatever,
be
ladies.
remembered then.
A lot lizard.
A
Yeah.
lot.
Do you guys? Yeah.
Savage.
Oh my God!
Dang
if I
it.
ever said that, I would get smacked for sure.
That's when I've got my Adam Sandler outfit on. I look like a lot lizard.
Yeah.
Do you guys? You got free reign at home to tell?
Yeah, I have free reign, and of course she's wanting honesty. But you guys know me. I'm a little.
Little guy.
I'm a little tone deaf.
Oh.
Sometimes
Oh, no.
with that stuff. So I have learned. I have to learn. I have learned.
You write it down and read it to yourself first.
You look
Yes.
in the mirror.
No, I
Here's
truly
how it's
do.
going to sound.
I visualize it in my brain, what it looks like, and reading it out loud, and if it's going to go well or not, and then
You're like,
I go at about
she's like, how do I look at this
65% of
outfit?
that.
You write down a little piece of paper and it just says "gross" with a period. And you're like, yeah, don't say that.
No, that one's not going to work.
Tim texting in, all caps. It was a hoochie mama.
Oh my gosh!
You look like
Yes.
a hoochie
I
mama.
knew it was something.
In my head,
less
translation, woman speak, you look like a hoe.
Hoochie mama.
I
Thank
love it.
Oh, dude.
What about you
Splitting
guys?
hairs
Do
at
you,
this point.
do you guys want your women to be honest with you?
100%.
Okay,
Oh
great.
yeah.
100%. And I have said that, and she's been pretty brutal. She's been pretty brutal, and she'll do it in like this "I'm being nice though" way, because she'll say, "Well, I mean, isn't that what you want? Don't you want my honesty?" And I'm like, "But I could never say what I want to say, and just get out of this, and then say, don't you want honesty?" I have to play delicately.
Tone is very involved in the whole thing.
But not for me. I don't want tone. I want honesty. Should I wear this or not? And when she dances around it, I start to get impatient. I go, no. Should I or not? You don't even need to tell me why. Like, do I look stupid? Do I look this? Do I look that? Just tell me.
Yeah.
Yes or no. And I'll say that. I'll go, no. Yes or no. And she'll now I'll go, thank you.
That's
Moving
all.
on.
Right.
I don't need to think about this more than a half a second.
Does Tina tell you? I mean, you're a stylistic man. Like on the weekends. I mean, I know you wear the same thing to work, but like you get nuts on the weekends.
She'll tell me. I think she's sometimes too supportive. I've put some test outfits on to be like, let's go test her honesty. Or she's like, look cool. If you're happy in that, and I'm like, that's when I know. I go, if you're happy in that, that means you do you. That looks ridiculous. But then,
Happy in that.
Yeah. We got a pretty open door policy of like, especially, we can tell each other. I'll just be like, that fit ain't work. Like, because sometimes
That
I
fit ain't working.
might put something on that fit me 10 pounds ago, and it's looking a little tight, and I'm not seeing it in the mirror. Like, we're good about that. Of like, put that back in the closet.
Yeah.
That's 10 pounds. That's
you gotta
10
work
pounds
your
from
way.
now. Yeah,
You gotta work your way
that's
back
a
to that.
goal shirt still. Because sometimes I think I've hit a goal shirt, or like it just fits. I have like a big upper body, so sometimes stuff fits me weird. And I'm like, does this shirt look weird on me? She'll tell me if it's like, yeah, it doesn't really fit. It's like you said about wearing like body stuff that fits your body style. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily like we don't shame each other or anything like that, but we'll be honest and be like, I like the first outfit better. I like when I get choices, because then you can't get in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just like, I like the first thing.
Yeah, that one's the way to do it. And then-
No, you guys are totally wrong.
What?
Choices
What?
are awful.
No way.
Yes, because
No.
never will you choose the one that they want you to choose, and then you're just opening more avenues of trouble.
If I go in and like I pick out Tim's shirts, like if we're going to a party or something and he's like unsure, I'll be like either one of these. Like I'll point and be like, these two would work.
Whoa.
No,
you're
we're talking
saying,
about you.
you're saying giving choices to him.
Oh.
Wonderful.
That's
That's
what-
great.
oh, okay.
If you hold up two dresses, one's black and whatever, and one's green and flowy.
Oh no, I love that.
Oh, you do?
I do, because then I
You
know
think you do. We
it's
don't.
validation of, he likes me in this. Like, it's not that I'm judging the other thing. I'm
No,
going
no.
like, ooh, this is gonna
Yeah, but
Be
correct me if
exciting.
I'm wrong. The majority of your brain in that moment is saying, "Oh, he likes me in this." But there's a piece, and it may not be.
He hates
It may
me in
not be
this.
here right now, but some of you, and it's going to come out later, is going to think, "Oh, what he's saying is, he thinks I'm ugly in this
Well,
one.
no, because I'll straight up. I go, what do you not like about this one?
Yeah, right.
But we'll get it out of the way, and he'll be like, never did. Like he'll just be like, nothing. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. Like
Yeah, exactly.
He avoids.
It's a lose for us.
But you guys, all three, are very different styles of men. But good. All of you have great style and individual. And King Scott, like you always turn it up. I mean, does Allison play a role in that, or like did you always dress that way, or were you always?
Well, not when I was young, but it definitely helped working in the fashion world where you start
Prada
learning how to throw things together. But she does help every once in a while. And I have these overalls I love, but you guys always make fun of the train one, you know? where I'm the conductor.
I love those.
Yeah,
And I had them on a couple months ago, and she's like, maybe this isn't the right time to be wearing those.
You're
And I'm
like,
what do you mean?
Chucky.
She's like, your belly is showing. I'm like, I didn't know I got, became a tubby boy. But I'm now reducing that so I can wear my overalls again and
Very
look like a
cool.
cool guy. But
It's good to have goals.
yeah, I don't want to be a tubby boy.
Everybody's got those, you know. Your
We're,
skinny jeans.
Well, when Tina gets ready, it's like it's an event. It's not 2 outfits. It's 27
That's my
outfits.
wife.
And it's just like it becomes everything in the closet is piled on the bed because she's like, this looks dumb. I don't like this. This doesn't fit anymore. So then it becomes a time problem for me where I have to make some decisions I have to be like, hey,
Focus.
you looked great 3 outfits ago. Put it back on. Let's get the hell out of here. I loved it. And like sometimes she's like, okay, fine, and puts that. And sometimes she ignores me and wears whatever the hell she wants, which is also like, fine. I'm never going to push too hard. I'm always like, you do you.
Yeah, ultimately, we don't care. Unless we
To a
say,
degree.
absolutely not.
She says I'm a comfy clothes hater. She says I'm a hater for. We just
What,
had
like
this.
leggings? What are you talking about?
No, just like dressing like a slob and just like not caring. Like for 2, and she's like, "You're a comfy clothes hater." Because she got mad. She goes, and I was hating on you. She's like, I got so mad at you during COVID because you'd get dressed every day like you were going somewhere.
Oh yeah, didn't you
And
have
it was
COVID and
pissing
jeans?
me off. She's like, you wore jeans and boots every day during COVID. You'd get up and get dressed like you were leaving the house. And I go, yeah. It could have gone down at any moment. You want me out there in the street? You want me fighting for resources and in Crocs and cut off jean shorts? No.
That is a man thing because Tim is the same. He'll come home from work and leave his jeans and his boots on for like a good majority of the afternoon. And all I want is for him to put on some comfy clothes and be like a lounge
That is
rat
comfy to
with
me.
me.
I don't.
What's up with that?
Maybe we're trained to think that when you guys are in your comfy clothes, it's over. There's
do you mean?
no sexy time fun facts for us later. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Oh.
An elastic waist means more fun.
What's that movie?
Than buttons.
It's Extract, I think. Jason Bateman
yeah.
and his wife. Like he's like running a company. He's talking about trying to get home by a certain time, and it's before the comfy pants are on because once that drawstring ties,
Oh, no.
like the night's over.
It's a lock.
I
It's
completely
chastity belt.
disagree.
It like shows him like running inside, and like she's like tying the knot, and he's like, no. You know, I think maybe that's the thing.
I know that
possible.
when my makeup comes off, the hair goes into a man bun, and the Adam Sandler like basketball shorts get on me, it's not even me. Like I'm probably DTF, but Tim's probably like, I don't want none of this, man. Like you look like a crazy
That's part of
caveman.
it too. Is like we're trying to. I'm like, I want to get you home, and I want to have sex with the went out
hoochie mama.
version of you,
Right.
the hoochie mama
The
version
hoochie
of
mama
you.
version.
And she's like, no, we're gonna do it. Just give me
Just
10
give me
minutes.
10 minutes.
And then it's
and
like,
then I come out and
bun,
the bags are out in more ways than one. And it's a
makeup,
freaking nightmare.
off. Granny panties
ready to
on.
do
Why'd you change your panties?
Powering down.
Why'd you put your granny panties on? They were gonna come off anyway. Well,
Scooby-Doo! Like, yeah.
Skibbity-doo, get in here. Skibbity-doo.
I'm trying to be comfortable.
Damn vagina bit my hand off.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think is going to be more likely to be honest, women or men?
Women.
Yeah, okay, you got that
Okay.
right.
You guys
Well,
are preconceived fear.
They have
Women-
less to lose, yeah.
women are much more likely to be honest than men.
Yeah.
What do you think? Generation X is more likely or less likely than Gen Zers?
Oh, Gen Z's not telling you anything. They're just looking at you.
Yes, Gen X is much more likely to be honest than Gen Zers. Of course, you don't have to trash talk their style. You may say that you might like another look or a different option better. 30% of people say that they have influenced the fashion sense of their partner, and that jumps to 34% of women 31% that say that they had their own fashion sense influenced by a partner, and that jumps to 35% of men. We know where Rizz would stand here. I don't think he's bought his own T-shirts in 20 years.
Right.
Lucky.
Anytime we compliment a shirt, he always looks down to see which one it was, and he goes, "Oh yeah, my wife bought this for me." Relationship on the rocks. Try bad mouthing your family and friends.
Yeah.
Together. Because a new study from UC Riverside in California found that gossiping with your significant other can improve your relationship. Couples that gossip together tend to be happier and have better relationships overall. You guys have a couple in your life that just like trash talks everybody else, but that's like kind of their thing? I do. There's one particular couple that I know that like these two, I don't think you can be closer. No, I mean, they kind of do to the friend group a little bit.
But yeah, I work with 4. I mean, I know I'm close to 4 different people that are
4.
What?
But like they do it enough to the friend group that that if they're doing it this much to the friend group, that's all they're doing behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of just like
I feel like everybody in my life has like a good level of hot goss, but not like too much where it's a problem and toxic. Like I feel like. To answer your question, I don't have one couple like that. I feel like everybody in my life, present company included, has like a good level of hot goss. Not trash, but like, let's talk, like spill the tea. And that's very entertaining.
Huh. I'm trying to
They're
think.
all pieces of trash.
Yeah. The trash is level.
But it's a landfill. There's a good reason. It's to get closer with one another.
Absolutely. That's a level of like intimacy, sharing trash. Like that. I saw a thing.
But do you do it for everybody?
There's no way.
I don't know. I mean,
we don't.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like everybody in my life has like, oh, did you hear about this?
I get tired of, if I'm around somebody that loves the gossip thing, because I have a few friends that really do, and you're just like, I don't care what that person's doing.
Well, for sure.
And we don't even know what's really going on. I'm like, it's fine, whatever.
I read this yesterday. Research shows that when women vent to each other, it can lower our cortisol levels and reduce stress. So,
yeah.
There we go.
You'll need those lunch dates.
For sure.
76 couples wore special devices and agreed to have their conversations recorded throughout the day. About 14% of their entire day was taped. And they found that we spend an average of 38 minutes a day gossiping, and 29 of those minutes are spent gossiping with our significant other, so they are our biggest partner in crime. The researchers think that gossiping together makes us closer because it's a form of emotional bonding, and it reinforces the idea that, hey, we're on the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a survival technique from back in the caveman days.
Now, it does not matter if it's negative or positive gossip. So they're saying there is positive gossip. Negatively gossiping with one's romantic partner on the way home from a party could signal that the couple's bond is stronger than with their friends at the party. The positive gossip could prolong the fun experiences that you had. So
that's what my husband did. Yesterday we were sitting down having coffee and rehashing the family vacation we just went on, and we hadn't complained about anything up until yesterday, and we kind of we took some days to process, and they were like, remember this when this happened?
Can you believe so-and-so wanted an extra 5 minutes on the tube?
Right.
Ugh.
So
always.
Annoying.
That's so them.
Our nephew, so annoying.
What a turd.
That's the gossip. That's the way I took it. Like, not public, but like nothing feels better than like when you're bored at dinner and you've had all the conversations you're going to have as a couple, and now it's just like, look at these two over here. Like other people in the restaurant, sometimes it's fun to be like, this guy looks like, oh man, look how bored she looks. Like we'll illustrate the other table sometimes is fun, and also just talking. We talk a lot of family trash. I don't talk a lot of trash on friends that much, but I'm like, if we need to vent about my brother or a situation with like something that happened with my family, that is a nice little, there's nothing more bonding and fun than being like, dude, I'm going to kill your dad.
Crashing family.
But he puts one more thing in the group text, I'm going to choke him out and I'm going to just report him to ICE.
I think that's so natural because that's basically what our kids do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
I feel like our kids have like this bond, and honestly, when we kind of see it happening,
then our listeners.
Yeah, we intentionally try to stay out of it so we can let them get closer by hating us.
Oh,
and that's silly.
That's kind of cute. Yeah,
I feel like I didn't do that very well with my older two, But with this group, I'm like, you know what? It's healthy that you guys hate me right now. You know what? Go ahead, do it together.
Well, it
do
helps you kind of deal, and then they deal.
Yeah,
that's
listen, y'all
nice.
will come back around. It's fine. At some point, you'll forgive me for anything I did wrong and then admit what I did right.
House is a prison on
Yeah.
planet BS.
Right, but in the meantime, I just want you guys to be close with one another. And if if hating me helps that, go for it.
Right.
Talk your trash.
That's good parenting.
Hey, Scott, I thought this would be of particular interest to you. More than half of Gen Zers spend no money on dating. They followed your
Hey.
advice, man.
Good job, kids.
According to the Bank of America 2025 Better Money Habits Study, the majority of young Americans aged 18 to 28 are keeping dating expenses to zero.
See, that's even better than what I said.
Here's the numbers. 53% of men and 54% of women aren't spending any money on dating. One analyst said the cost of living combined with stagnant wages creates financial pressures that are simply not conducive to dating or starting a family. Another expert said, I wouldn't call Gen Z cheap, just very, very cautious, especially financially. In their short lives, they've lived through economic collapse, inescapable student debt, and an impossible housing market, so it's no surprise that they're not spending on dating when many can barely afford rent. So there you go, Scott.
Finally.
If
you want to be classy, take them out for the 30-minute coffee, and then you can decide
if only it happened
hang out.
earlier for you, huh?
I know.
Let's
Jerks.
see. An AI firm called Kalon dug into Google search data and viewing time stats to see which states are most engaged with online adult content.
Okay.
Think of it as a curiosity heat map, not a morality play. Here's what stood out. California takes the overall crown, helped by longer average viewing time, about 10 minutes and 11 seconds, a touch above the U.S. average of 9:53. New York actually logs more searches per capita than California, roughly 149,000 monthly searches per 100,000 people, yet still stands at number 2 overall. Washington rounds out the top 5 and leads the nation in per capita searches at about 150,000 per 100,000 people.
West Coast, what's up?
West Coast, man. On the low engagement side, who do you think is at the absolute bottom?
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, but, well, no, because never mind.
Nope. Mississippi did not make the top 10 or the bottom 10.
Let's go with Iowa.
Iowa, not on the list either.
Montana.
Maine.
Montana is the number 2 least engaged state.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, you got
So
the
much to do out
outdoors
there.
and yeah.
All right, well, then go along with that and give me the number 1.
So,
Idaho.
Idaho, number 1, least engaged
Good
in the
job.
In the adult stuff, followed by Arkansas, number 3.
Oh.
This is the least engaged. Wisconsin, West Virginia, Utah, Louisiana, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Kentucky. The most engaged, I mentioned California and New York. Number 3, Texas.
Oops.
Texas is higher.
Well, it's because all the California folks moved there.
Number 4, Georgia. The 5, Washington. 6, Hawaii. Number 7, Nevada. 8, Illinois. Number 9, Florida. And number 10,
For
Oregon.
looking at the pervy stuff?
That's right.
Oh.
The most
Land of Lincoln.
engaged. Now, I know this is going to come as a shock, but it's socially acceptable for men to have a bigger body count than women, but not by as much as you think. A new study claims to have found a sweet spot for the ideal number of sexual partners. This is according to this lovely secular study here. For men, the magic numbers were what? For lifetime partners.
10.
Magic numbers for them to have or for their partner to have?
For men, for the men to have.
So this by women think this is the magic number, or men think this is the magic number?
This is a study of women and men.
Right.
And they are saying what is the, all men and women have been surveyed. And the magic number for men is what?
I'm saying 10.
You say 10?
Average. Men are going to go high, women are going to go lower, but not too low. 7.
That was going to be my guess. So now I'm going to go, we'll say 1.
For men, the magic number is 4 to 5 lifetime partners. 2 to 3 being casual, and the age of their first sexual encounter between 18 and 20. For women, start with you, Rafe.
Men was 4?
4 to 5.
It's going to be less because men are dumb. 3.
I'm
Lern?
going to say it's higher then because I had it skewed. I'm going to say 6.
Scott.
I'll go with I'll keep it low. Let's go with 2.
For women, the ideal was lower.
Oh.
2 to 3 total lifetime sex partners, with 1 to 2 casual, and an age of first encounter between 16 and 18. The study used data from Germany, where the age of consent is 14 among peers.
Germany?
The thing is, the study was focused on perceptions of 25-year-olds. So they asked a lot of 25-year-olds. So apparently,
that's low.
That's lifetime for a 25-year-old, not a 70-year-old. In any event, people with moderate sex lives are judged more positively, while those at either extreme, super active or completely inactive, tend to face more punishment. And the men don't always get more leeway. The study also found that men who had less sex than their ideal were judged more harshly than the women in the same situations. So men still face pressure to perform, while women are penalized for exceeding expectations.
That's what's the rule? We've talked about the rule before on here, right? The multiply
rule
by
of
3,
threes?
divide by 3.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. Like if you're on a date with someone, however many people the woman claims to have, if you're having the conversation of how many people have you slept with, whatever the woman says, multiply by 3.
Yeah, if she says 9, it's 27. If he says 9, it's 3.
Whatever the guy says, divide by 3.
That's hilarious.
Because guys tend to overinflate, and women tend to not count Chad from the bachelorette party in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, but that doesn't.
That was a one-night thing.
Yeah, that was a this. That was a that.
Right.
Well, one of those first awkward conversations when you're dating somebody new is the inevitable talk about how many previous partners or body count you've had, especially if you're in a long-term relationship mode. But according to a new study, the overall number matters less than your momentum. People prefer partners whose sexual activity decreased over time, even if their total number of past partners is high. So if you think about it, that kind of makes sense, I guess. You might not care about how wild somebody was 5, 10, or 15 years ago if they've settled down. It's a sign that they're more mature and they're, less risky. The study covered thousands of people in 11 countries, but despite cultural differences, this finding was similar for both men and women, so there wasn't a double standard as far as that goes. I don't know. Does that matter to you?
Does what part?
The momentum part.
I mean, well, yeah, if you're with somebody, you don't want them to keep going around.
Are we talking about sexual partners?
Yeah. People are saying, the study is saying that people are more concerned with your momentum than your total number. So if you had 50, but it was over 15 years ago, and you've only had like 3 or 4 the last couple of years, people are saying, oh, that's not as big a deal.
Oh, okay.
I would say I'm more concerned of like if you did have sex with a lot of people, were you safe about it? Or if you do have STDs, like, can you just explain that? Can you just be honest about that, like before you go into passing that on to someone? Literally the very minimum. You could be like, look, I was a man whore. I had slept with 25 women in a year.
Yeah.
And I got, whatever STD. Just be honest about that part. If you don't want to talk about the number, at least.
Yeah. And you don't have to sleep with 25 people to have an STD.
For
you
sure.
can sleep with 1. So just be honest about.
Yeah, you can get pregnant on your first time.
Yeah,
there's a lot that can happen. The number is not so problematic.
No, on your first time.
Yeah, I don't care about. I've never really cared about that much.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's typical either. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I've never really been too concerned with like how many people have you been with? Because at a certain point, I don't even really ask.
You can just assume.
Well, you get to a certain age and you're just like, look, it's like the Bruce Springsteen song where he's like, I've been around a time or two. Maybe you've been around too. It's like, let's just assume we've both been to the rodeo. And all I want to know is, do you have any saddle sores from the bulls? That's it.
That's right.
And if you don't, then let's ride this bull together.
That's exactly right.
That's all I care about. Are
decency.
Are we both up to date on here's what I have going on, here's what you have going on? Are you sleeping with anyone else currently? I think that's good information to have. But if it's we're sleeping with each other and not other people, and we're clean bill of health, I don't really need to know your body count. It's not that important to me.
Yeah, I haven't had to care since I was like younger. When you're younger, you care about everything. But I do always think about this, and I know it's none of my business. Go ahead.
I would be at a point now that if I was dating someone new, which I can't even imagine, I would care if the number was super low.
Oh, really?
I'd be weirded out by that at this age. Or if someone was like, I've never done it, I'd be like, oh, I would want to know that. Like, I would want to know if I was taking someone's virginity. Mm-hmm. Or if they'd like, I've only been with one person. And it was like, I got married when I was 18. I've only been with one guy. Then I would want to know that going in. Because then I'd be like, okay, you're not super experienced. Maybe there's a couple moves we'll keep in the backpack on the first go round.
We'll try
because
those on
I don't want you to be
anniversaries.
like, what was that? Like, what? What do you mean? Like, you freaked me out.
Dude, I always
I want
wonder.
to send anyone directly to therapy.
Right.
I wonder what the percentage is and how it changes in different parts of the country or the world on people that don't want to know or don't need to know. Because, dude, and I always go back to this because I was like, I do not have a big number, and I was married on tour, and didn't fool around, and wasn't with a bunch of guys that were fooling around or any of that kind of stuff. So it was like a different world to hear about this guy that we were touring with. This is like 2003, right? Mm-hmm. And this dude is like, he's got this book. He's got a black book. And he opens it up, and he's got every gal in there and the city in which it happened and maybe like a basic thing or two.
So
like
organized.
Full-on groupies, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was a band guy. He'd been touring for a number of years and got to talking on the bus one night. And I was like, well, how do you do this? And he goes, well, I'll go back into the city, and if I see somebody, I'll kind of look at the book, and I'll see. He's like, oh, I'm in Atlanta. Oh, last time I was here, I slept with Susan.
Sheila.
Yes, Sheila, and dark hair, shower, blah blah blah. Like he'll like have like kind of the basics of what happened to kind of spark the memory. So he remembers like, oh, there's Sheila. Like, oh yeah, what's up? We'll take a shower, like or whatever. And at the time, it was mind blowing. I mean, all of us were around like a campfire, like, oh, who tells the story? And it wasn't about kissing and telling. It was like, how does someone live like this? Mm-hmm. And at the time, his number was 157. 157. And to me, that was like, I don't understand. I can't think of 157 days I've lived, much less 157 people.
That's why he's got the book.
That's why he's got the book. And it was so curious because he would always be like, this is how I'll live forever. I'm never... He'd go to different countries. He was like always traveling and all this. And he's like, I'm never going to have a wife. I'm never going to settle down. I'm not interested in children. I'm probably going to get a vasectomy. And he's married with children now.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So when that happened...
Yeah, everyone who says that
right,
ends up there.
And when that happened, I mean, there was another 10 or 15 years of that book being used after the 157. So every once in a while I think, like, did she ever ask? Would he tell the honest answer?
Right.
Yeah.
Did the black book end up in flames somewhere? Like, how did that go down? And of course, you can't have that conversation because we're all mature adults now.
I want to know the number you married.
Right. What number is
I married
she?
212.
Yeah.
212 was the one.
That's hilarious.
211, I was like...
On the roll he was on,
No,
he
thank
married
you.
1,000. And he married 1221.
Oh.
My goodness.
I got
I
my
think at
black
some
book.
point you're rotating back through the lineup, right? You go to the city. I would think that's why he's keeping track. He's like, all right,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah, that was happening.
I'm calling 81.
Yeah, that was happening. But but at the time, it was 157 different people.
Yeah.
Right.
I got my black book here if you want to read what it says inside there.
He's got his list. It just says you're a mom. Thank
It's
you.
Weird Al.
Thank you, Scott.
Weird.
Oh.
And that's your,
Todd.
this is for you, Scott.
Weird Todd.
My gosh.
And that's your
Weird
sexy
Todd
time.
Yankovic is his less famous brother.
All right, and today's contest is brought to you by...
CarStar, your auto body repair expert. Hail damage? See them at carstar.com.
Okay, so today we're playing 3 and 5, a typical Monday game for us. Now, in this game, if you haven't played before, haven't heard before, you got 5 seconds. After Rafe gives you a category, within those 5 seconds, you have to give us 3 things within that category, and you cannot use any stall tactics. No ahs, repeating the question,
Right.
any of that kind of stuff. You go straight into the answers, or you get a buzzer. We have tickets to Lincoln Park next Saturday night, August 23rd at Enterprise Center. We also have a pair of tickets to the St. Louis Blues home opener versus the Wild on October 9th at Enterprise Center. A pair of tickets to the Struts with Dirty Honey in just 2 weeks, Saturday night, August 30th at the Factory. And 4 packs of tickets to Monster Jam, returning to the Dome at America Center Saturday, September 20th. Also, we have a big announcement coming in about 15 minutes.
no.
Let's get straight to the phones. We don't want to waste any time. Michael in St. Louis. Michael, what's up?
How's it going?
It goes well. Are you ready to play 3 and 5?
Yeah, I was ready.
Okay, let me test the timer here. Let me test it. Okay.
Michael, are you hiding under a blanket? Because it sounds like you are hiding under a blanket.
Michael, are you under the bed again?
Michael, there's
I'm
no.
at work, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
is that work? Okay, well, win some
At the
tickets.
mattress store.
Michael works in a mascot uniform. He's in the head right now.
Air traffic controller Michael on the phone, everyone.
All right, here we go.
All right, Michael, you ready, bud?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Name me 3 Van Halen songs.
Oh, man, I don't know nothing about Van Halen. Dude,
That's
You don't
over
know
here.
about Van Halen? Brother, sit down.
No, no.
yeah, I know nothing about Van Halen.
Good thing you called a rock and roll radio station.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go, bud.
Got to get this one.
You ready? Give me 3 excuses used in a breakup.
It's not you, it's me. It's just not working out. And my family.
And my family.
And my family.
Goodbye, Michael.
Bye, Michael.
I'm Michael. Back under the blanket with
Tell Walt
you,
Disney
young
we say
man.
what's up.
Bill in St. Louis. Do better than Michael, please. Do better.
Good morning, Rizz Show. We got this.
Good morning.
Bill, you
got this,
sound
Bill.
like you're not under a blanket. I like this. Bill, are you ready to play 3 and
Let's
5?
do this.
Bill, give me 3 radio-friendly euphemisms for breasts.
Pets. For breast?
Did he say pets?
Did you say pets? No, we
Yeah,
don't.
He said
don't pet
pets.
them.
I think he said pets? Question mark?
Pets?
Pets?
Honkers, hooters, tatas.
Maybe you didn't hear the
Sweater
question,
puppies.
but that's not our fault. So
Boobies, tatas, sweater puppies, jugs. All acceptable
bags.
answers.
you got to get these 2 to get it right. Let's go.
Bill, name me 3 fictional cats.
Garfield, Felix, and Tom and Jerry.
Yes!
Tom or
One of them,
Jerry.
Tom or Jerry. Here.
One of them is a cat. He
You know
said
what?
3.
You
One of them's
covered
a
them
cat
all,
mouse.
so we're going to
That's
give it
great.
to you. Great job. All right, Bill, for the win, give me 3 brands of cereal.
Chex, cornflakes, and cinnamon toast crunch.
Bang, boom, bit, bow.
All right, Bill, what tickets do you want?
I got to do the Blues home opener, guys.
Sweet
Thank you.
Blues home opener. Hang tight. Against the Wild, October 9th, Enterprise Center. Blues hockey is right around the corner. Again, we have an announcement in 15 minutes. But before that, Stacy in Washington. Stacy? Stacy?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Are you ready to play 3 and 5?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
All right, Stacy. Give me 3 things you yell during sex.
Yes, no, go.
No. Oh, no.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, no, go.
Yes, no, go.
I'll be honest. I can't. There's no way for me to disprove that.
I know. So we just got to give it to
So
her.
you're
Yeah.
getting it.
Okay. Well,
Yes. No.
Mr. Stacy, what are you doing?
I'm curious if the go comes right after the no, like go home, or
Go,
if the
no.
go is like yes, no.
Do you want me to put this on?
All right,
No.
go.
All right. You get this and the tickets are yours. Here we go.
Stacy, name 3 items found under your car seat.
Trash, straw, keys, coins.
Yeah.
Trash, straws, keys, and coins. Yes, no, go. Yes, no, go.
All right. What tickets do you want, Stacy? That was great.
Lincoln Park, please.
Lincoln Park. Hang tight. We got tickets for Saturday night,
Very
August
good,
23rd
Stacy.
at Enterprise Center. We're rolling on. Tim and Marion. Tim, what's up?
What's up, Rizz Show?
What's up, dude? Here we go. 3 and 5.
Marion.
Tim in Marion, Illinois. That's down by my stomping ground. Tim, good luck, bud. I feel like we got a Marion guy last week, didn't make it. Tim, name me 3 kinds of condom brands.
Trojan, Lifestyles, Duramax.
Boom.
Duratec.
Whoa. Duramax is a
Cinemax.
battery, isn't it? Duratec?
Duratec.
Isn't it Durex?
Durex. It is
Durex.
Durex.
Look it up. Is it
Duramax.
is
Durex.
Duratec?
I didn't have to look
Duratec. I
it
feel
up.
like Duratec is all-weather tires.
Durex is the world's #1 trusted condom brand. Durex.
But not a Duratec. I'm going to go ahead and say
I'm going to give that
no.
to you.
Bounce back here.
You're on it. Didn't say Magnums, I noticed.
Those are Trojans.
Yeah, it's not a brand.
That's
Clearly,
I
you
think
don't know.
it's a brand in and of its own.
You
I
don't-
believe.
you don't
I
know
believe
what
that
it is.
Magnum stands tall amongst the pack. All right, Tim. Name 3 Mario power-up items.
Mushroom, star, coin.
I'm gonna.
Is coin Sonic?
Is coin a power-up
I mean,
item?
you get the coins. What is?
You do get extra life if you get a lot of coins.
I say you credit him.
Let's credit him the coin, although I would argue.
Princess Peach says it's fine.
What do you mean?
Okay.
You would argue? You are arguing.
No, I'm not. I'm not a judge. I'm just here to read these. So you guys give it to him. Here we go.
All right,
Ready,
one
Tim?
for 2. Got to get this one.
You're a married man. You should know this one. Name 3 common bar shots.
Sex on the beach, Irish car bomb, cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb, Sex on the Beach shot.
Sex on the beach shot.
On the beach.
I'm not an authority
shot.
here. I'm waiting for the judge.
I'll give him the cherry bomb, and I'll give him
What's a cherry bomb?
Cherry bomb.
cherry vodka and Red Bull.
That's
very
a
common.
That's a shot.
Irish car bomb is technically a shot. Yes.
Is Sex on the Beach a shot?
Sex on the beach could have accepted Jaeger.
We're
Jack.
only on till 10.
I mean, Sex on the Beach shot, popular, easy to make shooter. It says, Google says yes.
Tim, what tickets you want, bud?
You got Lincoln Park still?
Yup. Lincoln Park, Saturday night, August 23rd. Steve in St. Louis, are you ready?
You sure am.
Good. We're doing well today. Don't blow it.
Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
We'll see about that. Steve, name me 3 celebrities known for being high.
Pete Davidson, Woody Harrelson, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, man.
Jack Nicholson.
I would've
3
given you
interesting
Jack.
answers from 3 different corners of the
No
planet.
Snoop,
Snoop,
no
Cheech,
Willie.
Chong, Willie.
You were out of time, though.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bounce back here, Steve.
Name me 3 flavors of Pop-Tarts.
Cherry, strawberry, grape.
Hold up.
There's a great Pop-Tart?
I don't know if there is a grape Pop-Tart. Hold
Man,
up.
I'll tell you what, if there was,
I
I
would be
missed
all
it.
over it. That's
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
talking
say,
about.
I missed that.
There's blueberry.
Did they not come to my neighborhood?
Grape Pop-Tart. Frosted grape Pop-Tart.
All right, give it to him.
There you go. All right, now, this is make or break here, all right?
Make or break. Steve, 3 scents of body sprays or deodorants.
What you smell like, Steve?
Steve is a neutral man.
Bummer. That was a hard one.
That is hard.
3 cents? What you mean, like ice
Willow
freeze or whatever
tree.
these stupid names are?
Say anything. Don't say nothing. I'll tell you that. That's not a good way to win.
Rose.
Make something up. If he'd have said Ice Freedom, Snaggletooth, and I'd have been like, yeah, Old Spice probably makes those.
I'm
I
buying Snaggletooth if I see that. Jeremiah and Union, you're our last caller. Jeremiah, are you ready to play 3 and 5?
Yes, sir.
Great, let's do it.
Jeremiah, name 3 Adam Sandler characters.
I don't know.
Robbie Hart. Happy
right.
Gilmore. Billy Madison.
2 of them are names of his Mr. Deeds. 3 of them are names of his movies.
Zohan.
So, all right. Well, at least you tried.
We were watching the Zohan last night, and you know how people
Last night?
Yeah, literally, we had it on last night because you'd never seen it before, and we didn't finish it because it wasn't very good. But I was like, what is going on here? Because Adam Sandler's playing like an Indian man. I don't know, man. It's a different time, you know?
Playing an Indian.
You got to
man.
swing, you know what I'm saying?
Like
don't
he
hit
was
home
straight up
runs.
playing an Indian guy
In the
owning a beauty
Zohan?
shop.
As
yeah.
Zohan?
Yeah.
I think he was Israeli, which is
Or
a Jewish
whatever.
man.
Okay, well,
Which he is Jewish.
Well, there's a lot of Indian people, and Rob Schneider looked ridiculous as well.
Yeah, well, the Rob's a little harder to justify a lot of his
different time.
roles. Yeah, different times.
Couple, 2, 3.
He had a prosthetic face. I don't know.
All right, Jeremiah.
Well, you're down by 1. Now you have to get 2.
Name 3 brands of toilet paper.
All right.
What a way to end.
I don't know what's happening.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
We don't know how we smell. We have no toilet paper.
That Adam Sandler question broke him, dude. He just,
He just stopped.
His brain's broken.
He was like, oh, yeah, Happy Gilmore. He was still thinking about Zohan, I guess.
I know. My apologies.
That's all good.
You don't mess with the Zohan.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rizzuto Show. Big announcement. I'm just going to do this in preparation for this because everybody's going to be stoked. We get emails about this every single day asking when this announcement is going to be made, and it is today.
Here it is.
Rizz Show Night at the Blues Game is back. Now, I'm sure we're going to talk about this a whole ton tomorrow when Rizz is back, but see, the Blues are announcing their theme nights right now. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it right now. See your St. Louis Blues take on the Stanley Cup champion Florida friggin' Panthers on Thursday night, January 29th at Enterprise Center. Put it in your calendars right now.
Whoa.
Because your special Rizzuto Show theme night ticket will include an exclusive co-branded Rizzuto Show Blues Night hockey hoodie.
It's so awesome.
It is awesome. It really is. Like they keep outdoing themselves every single time when they're like, hey, how about this? How about this? You know, and we kind of vote on some different ones. And we've been wanting a hoodie for some time. This thing is amazing. Special Rizz Show in-game features, obviously, with the crew hosting on the big board inside Enterprise Center. Always a blast for us. We always do a fun, portion where we take pictures with everybody, hang out, and then we get to basically run the in-game stuff. Now, here's the best part. A portion of your ticket goes to benefit Operation Food Search, and tickets for Rizz Show Night, and listen carefully, they will go on sale this Friday, August 22nd at 10 a.m. You can get all the details at 1057thepoint.com, and I would suggest you do because you have to purchase these tickets from the theme night ticketing page at stlouisblues.com/theme.
I'm on there right now.
If you get a normal ticket for that game, January 29th at Enterprise Center, it will not come with the Rizz Show theme hoodie unless you get it through their theme link.
Okay.
I repeat again, stlouisblues.com/theme, or just get all the details at 1057thepoint.com. That will
Not
link
as
you.
easy as it seems.
That's right. It will link you to the correct ticketing page in order to receive that Rizzuto Show Blues Night hockey hoodie. Regular tickets purchased will not get that hoodie, but you can get it at the theme night ticketing page, 1057thepoint.com just 1057thepoint.com. We'll have all the info for you. Again, tickets on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. How cool is that? I'm quite excited.
There's also 2 theme nights that are worth going to, and one is the Peanuts night. It's Snoopy with the Zamboni.
Oh, yeah?
It looks awesome. And then the Friends night, it looks pretty cool, too.
What do you get? What do you get with the Peanuts one?
You get Snoopy cruising around with his Zamboni and Woodstock sitting there on
what,
top
a T-shirt?
No, it's like a bobblehead.
Oh,
yeah.
What are you seeing that as?
Sweet. stlouisblues.com/theme
nights.
Am I looking at the wrong one?
Yeah.
Oh, there's some more.
Yeah, they do a lot. The Blues do an exceptional job.
They really do.
Blues and Cardinals both.
We're a deluxe theme night. What do you think of that?
I think that's what we deserve.
The only deluxe theme night maybe you'd want to be besides us is Grogu Blues bobblehead for Star Wars night.
That's pretty tight.
Pretty tight.
What's the date on that?
March 26th.
Oh, neat. Yeah, the Blues and the Cardinals do an exceptional job. We are
do.
fortunate sports fans here, and if you don't think so, then get out.
Ooh, they're giving away gold bars on their theme night for July 1st next year.
Don't. July 1st.
Gold's huge right now.
All right.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
We'll do a little news, and I'll start local. The boil water advisory for St. Peter's and St. Charles has been lifted.
Thank God.
Officials announced Sunday that independent lab tests confirmed that the water is safe to drink. The advisory went into effect Thursday after a private contractor struck and damaged a shared water interconnection pipeline, causing significant loss of pressure. Crews completed repairs on Friday night, but the advisory remained in place while the line was flushed and safety tests were conducted. Residents can now safely use tap water for drinking, cooking, and washing dishes. Check this out. Big week for 19-year-old Nolan Zink of St. Louis. Not only is he headed off to start his freshman year at Rochester Institute of Technology in New York, but this dude has his very first video game launching worldwide on PlayStation and Steam.
Look at that.
The game is called Second Coat. It's a multiplayer paintball shooter retailing for $19.99 in more than 50 countries. Nolan spent 4 years developing it through his own company, NZ Game Studio, while juggling high school, a part-time job, and even family playtests where characters' heads sometimes popped off mid-game. After investing $10,000 of his own money and securing $20,000 in grants, Nolan now joins the very rare group of indie developers to crack PlayStation's lineup. And he says he's, quote, nervous but excited for what's next. So congratulations, Nolan Zink.
That's excellent.
That is so cool.
Awesome.
Absolute inspiration. My son was like developing some games on some of those game developer apps, and loving it. But like, it is a monumental task to get a game onto a PlayStation platform.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Nolan. That is so cool. If you've got a need for speed, you might have to pay a monthly fee for it. Volkswagen just debuted a new subscription plan for electric cars. Did you guys see this?
No.
They're making people pay extra to unlock the full amount of horsepower.
Oh.
Now, it's only happening.
Like Minecraft.
Yeah, it's only happening in the UK right now. No word on when they might try to do it in the US or other countries, but here's an example of how it works. Their Volkswagen ID3 electric car has 228 horsepower. That's similar to what mine has.
Okay.
Now, we do horsepower because that's what we're used to judging cars, but I'm telling you, dude, it's all in the torque because my car will beat yours off the line. Even if yours has 300 or 400
I'll see you
horsepower.
outside in the parking lot.
I will see you out there.
I want to get our cars to twerk, you said?
But it's torque.
Torque.
Sport car.
Here's the thing. If you don't pay the fee, it's like just about $20 a month. You only get 201 of that horsepower.
I don't like.
So this is the scam.
subscription
This is
speed
what
services.
the EV is turning into.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
adios.
with Volkswagen, check this out.
Oh, no.
Hello, I am your Volkswagen Artificial Intelligence Assistant. Would you like to go faster than 37 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Please swipe your credit card on the dash screen. Want to listen to the radio? That will be another small charge. Alert, your air conditioning is running low. Please pay now to stay cool and comfortable. Don't forget about the seatbelt fee. Welcome to the future of nickel and diming.
Obviously, that's a joke, but they're framing it as giving people more options. And if you drive like a grandma, you might only want 200 horsepower, and if you need more zip, you got to pay for it.
I love that that's giving us more options as if the old
But is it
school
going to
model
be
isn't.
the same engine?
It's not an engine; it's electric.
Or, I mean, is it going to be, but is it an add-on? Or is it just like every car has the ability to go that fast and it's being governed?
Yeah.
Yes, essentially.
That's
So
interesting.
they claim this is nothing new. Quote, historically, many gas and diesel vehicles have been offered with engines of the same size, but with the possibility of choosing one with more potency. They're not the first car company that's tried to gouge customers like this. A few years ago, BMW tried to charge folks in the UK to use heated seats. They ended up nixing it after too many complaints. VW drivers in the UK who want the extra zip will have to pay $22 a month for the privilege or a yearly fee of about $225. There's also the option of paying a one-time fee of $880, and Volkswagen says that option keeps it unlocked even if you sell the car. Here's my take on this. I think it's ridiculous on the surface, but hear me out.
Okay.
If I'm making Lern cars, all right. If I'm now the CEO of Lern Automobiles.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out how to sell more cars or reduce my costs. If I make an electric car, and in an electric car you have options that you don't have in a combustible engine, right? Combustible engine, you make it, it's got this X amount of power, whatever. And what Volkswagen is saying, and I'm not defending them here, but what they're saying is you can get 3 different versions of the Challenger. You know, you can get the V6, you can get the V8, whatever. You can get the V8 super giant thing, and you pay. I mean, you're getting the same car, but you're getting a different car, right? Because you're paying for its capabilities. If I only made one EV car, if I made one Cybertruck, I made one VW i3 or whatever it's called, but I gave you the option to buy the base and drive what comes with the base. But digitally, you can enhance it to something bigger or something even bigger. Doesn't that kind of make sense from a manufacturer standpoint, from an environmental standpoint? So I don't have to make 3 of the same car with different options?
But the problem is that they don't. Well, I guess they do give you the option to buy it ahead of time, where you can actually have the upgrade permanently, where you're not doing a monthly fee for the rest of the time you own the car, right? Is that an option or not?
Say again?
Like, do they have the option where if you're buying the car, it's like, hey, V8 with everything you could have in it. Let me just add that fee, extra $5,000 or whatever right now, and I want that.
Yeah,
do they have that option?
But I think it's
or is it going to
yearly.
be monthly fee forever? Because then
no. There's also an option of paying the one-time fee of $880.
Okay, yeah, so that's fair.
And when you do that, it
fair.
unlocks it. So when you sell the car, it's already got the super, whatever.
Because you want to do that. Because if you do the monthly one, then they get you in there at $20. But then all of a sudden, it's like, well, next year we got to, inflation. It's going to be $120 to do this a month.
Yeah, I mean.
They're going to hose you.
Kudos to them, I guess, for getting out ahead and being the one that we're going to take some swings at, but I kind of see it.
But
I
also,
see it a little bit.
Wouldn't maybe Volkswagen drivers don't care about that, but on a Challenger or something, you see the Hellcat or whatever that thing is.
Right.
Wouldn't you want your car to have like that? If you bought the souped up, you want people to know, like, hey, this has the bells and whistles
It's
on
part
it?
of the status.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. But a lot of people buy the V6 Challenger so they can be like, yo, check me out in the Challenger.
That's true.
And most people don't know that
That
it's
there's the
got a
upgrades.
V6 in it.
Is this like, okay, so my TLX, I have different, I have like Eco Drive, Turbo.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's essentially what this is, only it's on a computer. It's not in a button anymore.
Yeah, kind of in a way.
I looked at I was looking at electric motorcycles over the weekend. I'm thinking about getting one, and they have same motorcycle. If you're there's certain speeds and levels that you don't have to register it, and it can just be classified as a Class 3 e-bike, and you can just ride it around the neighborhood. But if you register it, they'll unlock. It'll go faster. And
Right.
It'll go further. It'll go like.
Yeah, because
It'll go like 40 miles an hour and up to like 60 miles if you don't register it. But if you register it, they take some sort of governor off of it, and it'll go like 80 miles an hour and is street legal.
That's awesome.
So it's the same bike. Nothing changes except they just remove some block on it.
Which is essentially what this is.
Which
So
is
that's
essentially
also-
what sounds like what this is for a car. Yeah.
An incredible way to
kind of makes sense.
If your kid is wanting to get into motorcycles, that's a great way to get them started, where they get comfortable with the bike version, the bicycle version, and then
Yeah.
you can just upgrade it later on.
I don't see it as being too very different than, you buy a Cybertruck. Well, for an extra fee, you get the auto driver, the self-driving or whatever. It's like you're paying for, it's like you buy a
Software.
phone, but then some apps cost money and some don't. That's all.
I just like I think it's fair they give you you could pay for the upgrade at the beginning. Like, that's the only thing I was looking for.
I just don't like the precedent it sets. I guess I'm old school in this way about, like, I'm paying all this money for a car. I want it to go as fast as it says it will. And so I don't want to have to upgrade.
Nothing.
But I mean, $800.
You make
this
that
thing
argument
says,
just like that at the dealership.
I'm not updating nothing.
I agree with you.
220, I want to be able to hit it when I want it. I don't want to have to put my stupid credit card in to get there.
Yeah. And
Who has time for
when
that?
I want it.
And honestly, as much as that little thing you played earlier was a joke, I could see
Yes.
in the future
Slippery slope.
a car company
That's what I'm
moving
talking
to
about,
the
dude.
car's free, the same way phones are free. Some company that's going to be like, we'll give you the new Volkswagen Passat free, and then you pay. Everything's subscription based.
Yeah, Frontier, like Frontier automobiles.
Everything when you drive the car,
Spirit.
you're basically leasing the car from the company, and everything is. Then you're leasing. Everything's on swiping the
Well,
card.
that's what they're trying. That's the whole goal with it, right? Because that one famous statement is you're gonna own nothing and you're gonna like it,
Yeah, well,
and that's what they're trying to promote with that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And that is your news. Welcome back to the Rizzuto Show. We're running a little bit behind. Scott, you got about 60 seconds. 60 seconds to do goo. Are you ready? Are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Were you born ready?
Yep.
Let's see.
What's going on in the news today?
Okay, Scott, what do you got?
The most stressful travel destination in the world is Paris, followed closely by your local Trader Joe's on Saturday. Flesh-eating bacteria cases are on the rise, and it's times like these when Madonna's glad she no longer has flesh to eat. I don't know. Heinz ketchup exits the bottle at 0.028 miles per hour, which is about the same speed as the average snail or in the Los Angeles commuter on the 405 freeway.
LA traffic jam.
Yeah, here's a Lern one.
Okay.
Megadeth is retiring, but their legacy will live on thanks to your loser uncle's collection of tank tops.
Don't talk about my uncle like that.
My goodness.
Well, I won't talk about this man
I am
either.
that uncle.
A local man who owned a company that made throat lozenges died last week. Here's something neat, though. There was no coffin at his funeral.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Is this on?
You know what?
All right. Well, okay, let me redeem it
30
here.
seconds.
This is strange. A local man was injured playing peekaboo. He's in ICU. Be
I'm going to
careful.
jump out the window.
Be careful when trying to walk like an Egyptian. You might have to go see a chiropractor. And finally, Krispy Kreme has created 5 limited edition Harry Potter themed donuts, and they really are quite magical. If you eat too many, your feet will disappear. May the goo be with you.
Great,
I'll
thanks,
still
Scott.
with you.
All right, that's it for us. Rizz is back tomorrow, and he's going to explain everything that happened at the birthday, I'm sure, the birthday weekend for the big birthday boy. The Team Rizz member of the day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Is Vinny Skoski or Skoski?
Yeah, Vinny!
It's one of those things, and he wanted to hear this. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring, the podcast from Dobbs Tire and Auto. What's the podcast title?
I got that lake liver.
I got that lake liver!